We are live. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This time in 7 days, the first round of the 2024 draft is going to be wrapped up. We're
We're going to
almost
be
there,
having a
boys.
recap podcast,
We'll be
baby.
having a recap podcast
Me
this
and
time in
Daniel.
Florida.
Wait, no, Daniel is going to be having a set.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I will be
Maybe we'll do that on
other
Friday
endeavors
morning.
next Thursday.
We'll find a time to get it done, but it's almost here. It's almost here. We got a busy week next week. I think next week obviously we'll do like final mock drafts. We're gonna do the draft day commentary and then obviously the draft recaps. It's gonna be a fun week. It's gonna be a fun week on the West Coast Draft Podcast. So if you're not already subscribed, as Rob always says, one of us hit subscribe, we all hit subscribe. So
Yeah. Speaking of
do
Coach
it.
Prime, geez, he's having a fun week. This isn't
Yikes.
last chance you.
Chance you.
Why did you
Brutal.
add that? That was so stupid. Like, here's something I've been thinking about. I honestly think Coach Prime is going to be a better coach when his sons aren't playing for him.
Yeah, that's not a bad point. That's not a bad point at all. Because right now it's just like it's too baked
Defense
in.
contact Shiloh, offense contact Shadur. It's like, oh my, oh,
Right. It's almost running it like a high school kind of, or
it
it's not
is.
even a high school. It's running like in like a freaking 7-on-7 team right now.
That's the perfect analysis. I heard someone say, and they maybe had a good point, is that the big rise of the 7-on-7 circuit has done a lot of harm to college ball.
Yeah,
And
I don't disagree.
you had to deal with a
I
lot
do
of those
not
dudes.
disagree. I do not disagree. Now, have it helped a lot of guys from a marketing aspect? Yeah, I'm not going to deny that. There are pros to it. There's a lot of cons to it as well.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily great. It's not great. But yeah, Daniel, how are you doing?
Doing good, man.
You're a week away from
Last
a
day
big
of
set. How you feeling?
last day of hockey regular season. LA Kings currently throwing right now because they don't want to play the Edmonton Oilers in round one.
Kraken, thanks for the
Kraken
bragging
got,
rights with the family. I
yeah.
got Minnesota Wild family. Shout out Uncle Adam.
There you
L
go.
Hell,
Minnesota Wild. Um,
I think people call him the mild.
the mild. Oh, that's a good one. But hopefully that will be the last we see of our dear friend Dave Haxtell.
I guess some football news. The new uniforms.
yep, we're gonna be
Huge for the
talking about
Lions.
that. The Jets
The
and
best
the Lions.
franchise
We're
of
gonna
the
be breaking them
2020s.
down.
You
It's
are
kind of hard to
weekly.
argue with the Chiefs, who have 3 Super Bowls this decade.
The Chiefs are the goated franchise for this decade just on memes. The
Daniel was
Chiefs
saying
memes.
earlier that the Seahawks should be bowing down this decade to the Lions when we're 3-0 against them, including a like 52-10 thrashing.
What? Did I say that?
Shout
When
out
was
Tim
that?
Boyle.
Well, anyway, the Kansas City Chiefs, greatest meme team of this decade. The memes this offseason that I've seen for Kansas City, unparalleled, man. Just a good time.
I like, seeing just all that drama, like it has to bite him eventually. It has to. There was hardly ever that, maybe that's not true. But the Patriots always were able to keep the drama other than like Spygate pretty
And Aaron
pretty under
Hernandez.
wraps, you know.
And Aaron Hernandez.
Aaron Hernandez, but like was that really their fault? Not really.
No, that was just him being a psychopath.
Yeah.
So,
Like maybe you
yeah,
can say they
that's
let a
gonna happen.
fox into the hen house, but like
Didn't hurt him. I guess they never won a Super.
they didn't win
Actually,
it
no,
with
it's
them.
fine. They lost. They never won one with him, and they won one the year after he got arrested.
Speaking
So,
of players getting arrested,
oh,
Rasheed Rice, has he been arrested
yep,
yet?
yep. Well, he turned himself in, but yeah, turned
You know,
himself in.
both for college and NFL would be doing a lot better if these players didn't have fucking cars. They have a
Just get an
driving
Uber, man.
service too.
Get an
They
Uber,
have
man.
free Ubers and driving services anyways. But it's like also like if we just weren't a car society, life would be better for them, man. Like so many dudes are like the Oregon player did a hit and run. I did a pretty edgy tweet the other day. I'm not super proud of that one. I haven't deleted it because I think deleting tweets is coward. Don't bring it up. Don't bring it up. That one was it
Okay.
was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. I'm not gonna. Here's what I said. I said, Wow, Dan Lanning really is bringing that Georgia culture to Oregon. That was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I saw the opportunity though. I can't.
You're not wrong about it though.
I'm
To be
not
fair.
like there's like the only real line for me and like a lot of comedic stuff is one like like slurs and stuff. That's a no-go. But two is like diseases and stuff people can't control, like cancer and stuff like that. Other than that, I really usually don't have much lines. That one was really towing it. This one though, this one's funny. This is art right here. Shout out to A.D. Mitchell. Talk about it, not handling his diabetes really well. It's like now it makes sense that A.D. Mitchell did poorly in the Sugar Bowl. That was too easy, and no one else made that joke. No one else made that joke in
No
the
one else made
comments.
it. No one else made it.
Maybe it's because I'm the number one hater of AD. If AD Mitchell has one hater, I'm one of them.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
fifth
fair.
rounder.
What were
Fifth
you doing
rounder.
when I sent you that caption that you said you were bursting out laughing or something?
I was just in the middle. I wasn't in a meeting, but I just looked at it and I was just like looked down. I was like, damn it, that one got me.
I was that one I came up with that one was so quick too. I'm proud of that one.
Yeah,
My
it
AD
was good.
Mitchell hate drives the creative process.
Well, you're gonna have a chance to stand on that hate a little later when we get
I
to
stand it
the
as they say, standing on business.
standing on business. That's right. That's right. Well, shall we talk some uniforms, boys? I know
Yeah, I love
Daniel has a
uniforms.
vested interest in the New York Jets uniforms, of course, so we'll
100%.
we'll start with them.
That's the
Aaron
Um,
jersey
Rodgers
Aaron
rookie.
Rodgers tore his Achilles in,
it is the
basically.
jersey Aaron Rodgers toward the UK. It literally is this exact one because they had the white pants and everything. So they literally just probably took this screen grab from the Monday night game that he got hurt in. Actually, let's look at his Achilles here.
Oh,
Take a closer look.
you know, here's an unpopular opinion for me. I thought that the jerseys they had like the Ryan Fitzpatrick era, those were good jerseys. And the
Yeah.
logo and the helmet. The white helmet with the green
Hmm.
stripe. I thought they were fine. This is a step back in that direction, which is good compared to like the Sam Darnold era
Yeah,
change.
Sam
I
Darnold
like
era
these.
ones were not good. Those were a problem. These are
Yeah,
solid. These are solid. They're
these
very
are good.
clean. They're very simple. They
Hmm.
got the job done. Yeah,
I like
nothing.
it. I like it.
Yeah, yeah. I think
I think
they.
they're cool. I like the green on black, the alternate jersey the Jets have
Hmm.
coming into this
Yeah,
year. That's kind of sick.
Hmm.
yeah. This is cool. This is cool. I like the New York Stock Exchange logo coming back too.
What?
Yeah.
There's actually a jet on it, kind of now.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
I like that.
no.
I like that.
Shoot, I've never lived in a time where the Jets actually have a jet in their logo. So
Exciting.
this is exciting stuff. This is exciting news. No, I'm a big fan of these jerseys. I think they did really well with them. I actually have always liked the Jets color scheme. Like that particular shade of green, it just pops, I
It's
Don't
think.
they
If
call it
you can
Gotham or whatever?
Gotham green, yeah, yeah. I think it looks really nice. It's kind of got it almost like it feels Christmassy to me. And I love Christmas
I like
colors.
that. I like
So
that. And the helmets, that shiny helmet looks like a nice ornament.
oh, it does. It does. Yeah, that one, especially on CJ Mosley, that one right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
nice.
perfect. That's perfect. So, yeah, I think they did really, really good with the uniforms. Now, granted, they said back in like January when they announced them, they were basically just going to take the throwbacks and make a green version and a black version. And that's what they did. And it came out
And that
looking
was
good.
that was the right call. That was the
And
right
it
call.
came out looking good. So, no problems.
The
No
only
problems.
era the Jets were good, that throwback era.
Hey, they had some good years in the Sanchez era, which was like the
That's
Ryan
a fun
Fitzpatrick.
team. That was a
Yeah.
fun era. Rex Ryan's fun. Rex
that
Ryan was the
team beat the
perfect coach for
14
the
and 2
Jets.
Patriots in the divisional
They
round,
did.
lest we
They
forget.
did. They did. They did do that.
I've always liked Mark Sanchez as a personality, as just a dude, good dude. Supposedly he was just absolutely brilliant until he stepped foot on the field and did dumb shit. There's some
Well, you
fun
know,
stories about
he's
him.
Tony Award winning too. He can
Yeah,
sing.
that's right. He is a good
Oh,
singer.
wow.
There's a really funny Rex Ryan Jets Hard Knocks. That's one of my favorite ones. Let's go fucking eat a snack. That has what is it? Kevin O'Connell's in there first of all as a backup. Can't make the team, poor guy. Um,
He's doing
But
all right. He's doing all right.
they're in the QB meeting room and they're ordering pizza on the phone. It's like, would you give me ranch for free if I told you I was a New York Jet? And they said no.
I'm a Giants fan.
Yeah. I thought that was really funny. Just
That's a
he's
risky. That's a
someone I
risky play when you're in a city with two teams.
hmm Well, in the city when you're not on the team, there's basically one team in New York. Let's be real here.
Right? Yeah. Everyone there's Giants fans, except the self-loathing ones are Jets
So,
fans.
yeah. Like, yeah, imagine being born in New York and the either the team your family roots for or the team you choose. You choose the Jets, the Mets, the
Nets,
Islanders.
the Jets,
The-
the Mets, the Nets, and the Islanders.
Yeah, it's like, man, that sucks.
All the second teams.
I like
Yeah, it's
how,
like
yeah, three of the four second teams end with ETS too. What are the odds of that?
that's pretty funny.
To be fair though, for the better part of the last 10 years or so, the Nets have been better than the Knicks. So, being a New York basketball fan in period's probably a pain. Being a baseball fan though,
Not
if
much
you're a
better in
Yankee,
the last 10
no,
years.
yeah, not over the last 10 years. That's true.
Say being a New York football fan is probably the worst experience, and being a New York hockey fan is probably the best overall.
Oh yeah,
And the thing about New York football, they don't even have college football to fall back on.
no, because the next closest school is Rutgers.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
West Point. I
Piscataway.
guess West Point technically, but
Really? What?
I think
How?
so. Hold on, I'm
How?
googling this. I'm
Actually, no,
West
I
trust.
think
Point's
you're
in
right. It
Maryland,
is
isn't
West
it?
Point.
No. West Point's in no. That you're thinking of Navy. Army's in New York.
Really?
Yeah.
West Point, New York. Let's do a search here. Let's do a quick search. What's closer to Manhattan, Piscataway or West Point?
I'm gonna say Piscataway.
It's probably gonna be pretty close. It's probably gonna be
Yeah.
pretty
Maybe close
close.
call. Just to be different, I'm gonna say West Point.
Actually, wait.
Man, Cold Spring. That's gotta be a depressing place to live.
So hour drive. Okay, I think it is gonna end up being Piscataway, actually.
Honestly, I kind of want to go to the Rutgers game next
Oh,
year.
56 minutes. Dang,
Yeah.
right
That is
there.
close. Hey, good stuff.
Um, but yeah, point being, and if your choices are Army and Rutgers, same deal. You're not choosing
What, you
between
don't
the
like
best of the
watching
best.
a Greg Schiano led team? You know, Army fucked up this year. They got, although the Flexbone did get really hurt with the new cut blocking rules, they just
Mhm.
ran a shitty spread this year. It's like, ugh, boo.
Boo.
Run the wing T, cowards. Run the single wing. That's what you should.
Yeah,
I
but
haven't pounded the table. Run the single wing.
yeah. Overall, Jets unis good job. Now let's talk about one a little bit more. They went a little bit more unique.
Let our boy take the floor in
This
this
one's
one.
Daniel,
oh,
you're
so
taking the floor.
cool, bro. The black on blue, man. Wait, go to that one. Yeah.
Oh, that
Wait, no,
was
go back, go
good.
back, go back. Go back to the one that.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
this
yeah. The one
this
when
one.
Hutch is rocking it, bro. Dude, he looks like he's gonna take names, man. He looks so sick in that. All
I
these players
like
look
it.
so sick in the uniforms, man. And these are so cool.
Hmm.
The
I
Like
one
remember
thing
it's
I'd say
the
though about the wearing the blue helmet, it feels a little panthery to me. It does.
dude, I don't care. It looks so sick. Like the black lion on the blue helmet is really
hmm
cool. What
I
else? The,
liked the
the blue
grays
face
though. I'm
mask,
sad.
bro.
I'm sad they're getting rid of those. I like those gray jerseys.
The blue face mask is sick as fuck, guys.
Hmm
So nice.
I like
Everything
that
about
too.
these uniforms is just it's so slick, man. It's so cool.
hmm
Dude, I'm probably gonna cop one of the black jerseys.
black ones are nice. The
I
black
like the
ones are
black a
nice.
lot. I love a blackout. I want another Huskies blackout.
I
I
might I
agree.
might get
I
me an
agree.
Amon Ra black jersey. Dude, Amon Ra in the black jerseys, bro. Oh my god. Like he would look menacing in that, man.
He looked good
Like
in the grays. You
that
know what you got
man
to
in
do,
the black
Daniel?
jersey would strike the fear of God in opponents.
I love the blue face mask though. Really good call. What you need to do, you need to get one of those gray ones that's going on sale probably. One of the
On
old ones.
clearance, yeah, on the clearance
They
racks.
Here's the
probably have the
one
gray
thing
color rush.
I don't love about this
Hmm.
next era of jerseys. One, there's not much font on them anymore. Very minimalist. You know, the
Hmm.
Cardinals, the Jets, no font. But two, yeah, zoom in on like the lettering.
Oh, yeah, there's little dots.
You see that in the Cardinals ones too. You know, I
Hmm.
don't love that and that's not about the Lions thing. It's just the overall for every jersey.
Yeah,
I
just
just don't like
overall
that.
they're doing it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Wait, Beau, go to the white jersey. Yeah, go to Jared Goff's picture.
Oh, this one right here.
Yeah, or I guess yeah, you could have done Lee McNeil as well.
It
But
looks like his face looks like he got photoshopped in. It just looks weird. He doesn't look happy.
anyway, so look at the Detroit on the white jersey.
Hmm.
That's
So
good.
that's the road jersey. So this same jersey on the collar it says 313. So every time, so they actually like had a little excerpt about like what each of the jerseys kind of stand for. So the
Hmm.
white jerseys, they have Detroit on them as a reminder of where the team comes from when they go on the road. And the 313 on the collar is the same thing. And like on the home jerseys, like the collar,
Oh my
like it's
gosh, and
the
have
blue
I been muted
collar.
for a long time?
No, you're good. Like 2 seconds.
Okay, sorry.
And it supports like the blue collar culture that Detroit has and like the grit and grind type of deal. And the black jerseys, bro. So apparently on Twitter, I saw that I guess there was a thing where Dan Campbell, when he first got hired by the Lions, he asked the team president, Rod Wood, if they could bring the black jerseys back. For context, we had black jerseys in the Matt Millen era because he was a former Raider. He loved black and silver and he wanted to implement some of that into the Lions color scheme. Granted, the black jerseys at the time were terrible, 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 terrible. But the redesign of those black jerseys now is so cool. And apparently, the reason they came back is because Dan Campbell wanted them to come back 3 years ago, and Rod Wood said, "We'll bring him back if you win the division."
Hmm.
Nice.
Here we are.
Here's the
See,
one
look
thing
at
though.
that. Look at him. Look at Amon Ross
That's
strike the fear
good.
of
That
God.
looks good.
He goes up against Caleb Williams, bro. He's done. He's done,
Oh
bro.
man. Here's the
Oh, that's
one
kind of a
thing.
cool shot right there. Make that like the
Oh
background
yeah.
on your
Dude, is that Amon
computer.
Ross?
That's a
I
good
think so. Yeah,
that's a good
Oh my God, he's so
that's
sick, bro.
that's a
Dude,
good screensaver
he and
right there.
Hutch in the black jerseys, my God.
here's my one thing. We have Detroit on our away jersey to remind us of our home. So you should have that on all of your jerseys because that's your team. You know,
Mhm.
that bugs me a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, so on the blue jerseys, because I think on the blue jerseys it says like one pride on the collar, and it's like a tribute to the fans that come to the games.
Hmm.
And the black jerseys is like it's like a homage to I guess like that era, but also like the black and blue division.
I like that. You know what? Only
You know,
the
they
best
had
teams have something on the inside of the collar for
Seahawks have one.
Nike. Bengals have one too.
What did this say?
They've
Like I
got Paul
said,
Brown's signature.
we are the greatest franchise of this decade, and Brad
Um,
Holmes is the perfect general
you know,
manager.
they had a Liam McNeil try it on because to test the stretchiness, see if it would break or not.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. Lee McNeil though, he's gonna be a dog this year with
He's
DJ.
coming to his own. He had a good year last year.
I think he's gonna break out this year with DJ Reader on the other
Mm.
side of him. He's gonna be good. Dude, Hutch is just he's so menacing, man. I love it.
Hey,
You
DJ
you
Reader. That
can't
was
tell me
uncalled
that
for.
Caleb
See?
Williams looks at this picture. Oh, let me see that.
It's Paul Brown's signature. We got
Oh,
on the
nice.
inside of our new jerseys.
Seahawks
I
have
think
a
Lions have
12
the
flag on it.
WCF patch on the helmet now
I did
instead of the
see
shoulder
that. I did
pad.
see that.
Have
Dude,
what patch on it?
the Lions former owner William Clay
Mhm.
Ford Sr. They have his initials on the helmet.
Um, nice, nice. I miss Paul Allen. Although Paul Allen would be happy of the decisions they made this offseason.
Wait, but before I got sidetracked, I was gonna say that this picture here, you can't tell me
Oh,
Caleb Williams looks at this and he's like excited to play the Lions, man. He looks at this and he's like, please don't draft me.
that face mask is so good.
I don't
So
want to go
good.
against Hutch.
Especially in the white behind it. That's just such a good face mask.
Nice.
No, they did a good job on both this and the Jets.
Yeah.
I've
This is
heard
but
not great reviews about the Broncos. They haven't come out yet, but I've heard the Broncos ones aren't that good.
have you seen the leaked Texans helmet?
That was not a fan. Not a
I
fan,
pull that
dude.
up.
That was
Pull that up.
ugly. Oh yeah,
Hey,
we gotta
yeah,
I
pull that
pull
up.
pull up the Texans helmet and the Broncos leagues.
Oh yeah, because
Broncos have
you know
leaks.
who leaked the Broncos ones was Antonio Brown.
Oh my God.
He's been having fun on his social media lately.
Dude.
How did he get it?
ESPN.
It was posted on r/Broncos. Oh, here's the apparently the Texans leak too, which would match up. Here you go. We got them both right here. So here's the Broncos leak.
brother, brother,
There's the Broncos leak.
brother.
So those triangles
What?
you see right there, yeah, that's just part of the design, I guess.
What?
That there's just
And they have
triangles.
the freaking jersey numbers. Oh,
Yep. And also
brother,
like that weird stitching you see like along, that's there by design. That's not like
oh
a thing that's just
man.
like part of the like template. That's actually going to be there on the actual jersey,
Those are
apparently.
horrible.
Yeah, not a fan of those ones. Not
I
a
was gonna
fan of
say, like
this
with the
one.
Broncos, their number five is pretty iconic. Like when I see that specific
Oh
number
yeah.
five,
Especially
you think Denver Broncos.
the single digits.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Those are
exactly.
good.
I don't know
Honestly,
why
the
they wanted to
jerseys
change
just
that.
needed a bit of a revamp. They didn't need to get totally overhauled.
And I'll look at the I haven't even seen the Texans. We'll pull up the Texans helmet here in a second, but I just noticed that I did literally recently he leaked. So this is the one that's gonna go with the helmet. Oh, you see the logo right
Yeah.
there.
That's very, I like the blue outline.
Is it black or is it really dark blue? I can't even tell.
No, outline of the
No,
numbers.
I mean the jersey as a whole.
Oh, it's probably like that navy,
Mhm.
but it screams Madden relocation team.
It does scream bad relocation. That's a good call. That's a good call. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Let's see. These are the ones we already saw.
Good.
Those ones are
Honestly,
fine.
I liked the red. I liked uh, the red on red last year. That was a really good look.
Yeah, it looks like they'll bring that back here. These
I
are
like the
solid.
horns on the sleeves. I like that. I like the font or the
Mhm.
numbering. That's good. They chose a right time to rebrand with Stroud.
Yeah. That's kind of interesting.
Do
The
they have
whites
that
have the
same
horn.
lettering to that same stitching too that the Broncos have?
Maybe they do. But maybe then, okay, so never mind. Maybe in that case, that isn't gonna be there because we've saw the Texans leak already,
Yeah.
and there wasn't any of that weird stitching. So maybe the person who told me that that stitching was actually part of the uniform was off.
All right, bring up
I
the
hope.
helmet. The helmets, I actually didn't mind.
I wasn't a fan. I wasn't a fan person. Let's see if AB tweeted that out too. No, maybe not. All right, I'm not gonna scroll too far down his thing because he's got some wild fucking tweets.
Oh, EJ Kaminon, former Husky commit.
Yeah. I actually
Here
have
we
no
go.
fans. This feels like a XFL helmet to me.
That makes me think of like a font from like LA Gangsters.
It does. No, don't get me wrong. You're right. It does,
I'm not
but
saying
it's
that's a good or
if
bad thing. That's just what it reminds me of. No, it doesn't feel XFL-y to me because for me, XFL is too simple and boring. I actually, I, I actually kind of like the logo. It's just that same ugly navy black. That's the issue. Get rid of
hmm
that color.
I'm
It's not
not
like you had a
necessarily
really
a big fan of
distinct
these
brand.
helmets.
I think they should have gone with a deep, deep rebrand, different colors. Di- I think that if they have access to the old Oilers stuff, they should really lean into it. But I don't think they
hmm
do, right? Tennessee still has it.
No, yeah, Tennessee's got all the rights to that.
Why did they get that?
Even getting that shade of blue probably took some fighting.
Why do they get that though? That's so stupid. Who
I
cares?
don't know. I have no idea to be honest. Maybe because like the owners of the Texans or not the Texans, the Titans were also the owners of the Oilers, so it's like, hey, it's RIP. I don't know.
Who cares?
I don't know. One thing I did notice though is if these are considered like the base primary home jerseys is wait, why did the Reds have the horns and the whites have the horns, but the Blues don't have horns. That's
Hmm.
just something I noticed. That's weird to me. I like consistency in my uniforms. Not that that kills it or anything, but
The horns is definitely a fun, unique design. The
I like
logo
the
is
horns.
still so boring. So
Yeah.
boring. The name is boring. The logo is boring. I just don't get it.
But we know that's legit. Oh, look, they all have the H Town in the blue on the back collar. Let's
They
see
should
if
have
the
gone with a
Broncos have
more
anything
ins
on the back collar. They have something, but I can't read it.
You know,
Mile
just
High, probably
yeah,
something generic
that's
like
good.
that.
The you know what's interesting is they just can't do too much with the name Texans, you know? That's
Mhm.
just boring. It's boring. You should have done something cool with like, let's they were made in the 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, right? In the NHL, you got some really cool new ideas. Rocky Mountain Extreme, you're going for that crazy stuff. They should have done something with like something energy related because you're in a big energy creating area, just like the Oilers, and you could have really like gone with like an electric motif. Like that's what that blue makes me think of, is like maybe a
I was
little
gonna
Mhm.
say, hear
electricity.
me out. They should have gone with the Houston Oilers.
They can't though.
They can't because they don't have the IP.
They can always
They
get it
should
back.
have. They
They can
should have.
steal
They
it.
should have kept it, but
They can steal it back.
they steal it back. They
Midnight
just break
Heist.
into the owner
Yeah,
of 80 Adams trunk, just
Yep,
steal it.
exactly.
They just
absolutely.
white
There we
out the
go.
Adams name and they put McNair on it instead.
There we go.
Exactly. Easy. Easy
You're,
money.
dude. Some van's gonna come up to your house tomorrow, dude. You're
Oh
getting
God.
caught.
Oh God, the Strunks are gonna get me, man. The Adams Strunks are gonna get me. Hey, y'all hired my OC. I'm just helping out my boys in Houston here.
Fuck
Also,
Houston, shitty city. I will never step foot in Houston again. I will never step foot in South Dakota again. And if president, I will nuke the hell out of Millbank, North or South Dakota, and salt the earth.
you just guarantee you'll never get a vote to be president.
In South Dakota,
Anywhere. Nuclear radiation spreads, my
fine,
guy.
carpet bomb.
There you go. That's okay then. Um, also, I think it's funny. Why is the So I'm noticing this too, because there's like two templates they went with. So there's the white and the red, both have the horn.
That red's,
And
you
then
know, sorry, finish up.
sorry, I had to sneeze there. And then the base home and like the H-Town jerseys both have no horn, but they've got the Texans logo on the sleeve. Like they had two templates and they're just like,
Mm.
yeah, let's
Okay,
do two with
look up
each.
San Antonio Brahmas for me, because that is what this jersey is making me think of. Especially with the horns on their helmets.
Oh, this one right here.
Yeah, that's kind of what the jersey is making me think of. See, the XFL is simple though. You see that jersey? That's
Yeah, it
boring.
is very simple. Yeah, it's true.
But that's just what that horn aesthetic's making me think of a little bit.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I do not like that horse. It's kind of
Look
ugly.
up
I'm
the
not gonna lie.
old Battlehawk helmets though, the 2.0 Battlehawks. So that's
See,
2020.
2020. Which one am I looking at?
Yeah, that kind. But from the front, it looked
Oh, from
cool.
the front.
Different but different kind of wing that you usually see, you know?
This one.
Yeah, I liked
That's
how
pretty
that
sick.
looked.
That's
That
pretty
was a
sick.
good.
Oh,
And they changed it though. They changed it in 3.0 and in UFL.
that's lame. What's it
Like
look
that's
like
that's a
now?
pretty unique looking one. It just looks like every other bird team.
Lame.
I
Lame.
know. Like
This
they
one's
did
sick
something
because it's got
different.
the sword down the middle and it's got the
Different kind of wings, you know? I
swings.
liked
Yeah.
it a lot. That was a good.
Oh, is this the one you meant?
Yeah.
Or now it's just got the yeah, it's kind
I
of
actually don't mind the Brahmas thing because it's a little unique. Different. It's coming from the back, you know? I kind of
hmm
like it.
Yeah, teach
Was
their own.
Jordan Tamu on the
Yeah,
Battlehawks and
he was on the original
2-0?
Battlehawks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a DC Defenders legend.
Go, man. There you
They
go.
choked in the XFL finals.
Womp womp. Well, there you go. So that's it for the uniforms, and we'll talk more about the Texans and the Broncos when they officially come out. Um, sounds like next week's
We have a
will be
long off season.
yeah.
Are they going to
Doesn't
come
sound
out
like next
before the
week's is going to
draft?
be yeah, they both come out before the
Okay.
draft. Yeah, because they have to have it that the if they draft someone at the draft, they can hold up the jersey.
I have a jersey coming in the mail.
Oh yeah, for who?
It's a Michael Penix jersey with a CFP patch and a captain patch.
I like that. That's pretty sick. Should have just waited. Gotten a Seahawks jersey. Or
Actually, I'm
pro
going to be mocking that next mock. I'm mocking. If Penix is there at 16, I think the Seahawks take him.
Well, there you go. There you go. Maybe we'll do an off the record one tonight
You need
after the horizontal
to
big board.
you need to put a bet on Penix under 32 and a half. They have him at 32 and a half right now.
Uh-huh.
I
Uh-huh.
think that's an under right now.
Oh, for sure. At
Unless we're
this
getting
point, there's just too much smoke. But we could be getting Will Levis again, though, I guess.
we could be getting Davis webbed.
Oh, that's right. Davis Webb, too. It's even worse because he didn't go till like round 3.
Yeah. Well, that
I
was
guess
just
Hendon
like
Hooker,
weird
Hendon
smoke.
Hooker, too. Hendon Hooker, too. They said he might be a back end of the first round
Okay,
guy, too. And he
that
went
one
round 3.
the talent didn't match though, and he was coming off an ACL. That one was
Yeah, that
no,
one
that was
never made
never
sense.
happened, and he was old too.
Hey,
Yeah.
but let me tell you something. You know where Hendon Hooker plays now?
The greatest
Nowhere because he's
franchise
on the
on planet
bench.
Earth. That's
Yes,
also
that is
true.
correct, Beau. Greatest franchise on earth. So once he's ready, he will come good by the grace of Brad Holmes.
There you
Go
I
go.
install
said
that boy.
he's playing nowhere because he's on the bench.
That's also an acceptable answer. Um,
Wait, what
all
about
right.
Malik Willis though? Wasn't there a lot of smoke about him?
I
That's
never.
also
There
it's
was
another Malik
smoke.
Willis one. There
There
was a
was
bunch of
smoke,
smoke that he was going to be going for, like not first overall, but like
but
there
I
was
never
smoke that he
saw
could
it.
be going inside his second overall at one point.
I never saw it. I never saw it with any of those quarterbacks. And they were quarterback needy. I was like, I don't like any of them, and I was proven right.
But you slept on Brock Purdy.
I could be doing that right now. Block Purdy. You see that thing? How they
You
named
said
a
it.
He's an
street
elite quarterback, man.
after the most mid player ever.
Yeah, but he's from their hometown. It's not like a New
He
York
makes and he
City.
makes
It's a
the players
smaller
around him
town.
better.
It's
Compare Brock Purdy's offense now versus the Jimmy G led offense a couple years ago. Night and
it's
day.
the same.
No,
If
it's
not,
not.
yes, it
Jimmy G turned the
is.
ball over more. Brock Purdy takes care
Jimmy
of the
G
ball.
didn't have
He moves
Christian
better.
McCaffrey and Trent Williams like for as long.
That works.
Nah, man. Brock
I
Purdy's
would.
good.
Okay, here's what I put instead of round 1A, put blue chip. I like that for my
You're stealing that from Rob State.
ooh, whoops.
That's right, because when I was going through what should I title all of these, guess whose horizontal big board I went to go look at? And I
Rob
saw he was
Staten.
like blue chip, comfortable round 1, would take in round 1. And I'm like, no, I'm calling this something different.
I like blue chip. I like blue chip.
Fine. Okay, we'll call
First one,
blue
blue chip's
chip
fine.
round
And
1A,
yeah, I
round
like that.
1B.
I like that. I like that. C's too much.
Isn't there a red chip?
Red chip
Red
is
chip's worse than blue chip.
That's what I'm saying. Like, isn't red chip like under blue chip?
red
Yeah.
chip is like right under. Yeah. Well, we can do that. That's not a bad idea.
No,
We do.
no, it's fine. It's fine. No, different definition, different thing. Because
Okay.
you're still talking about mid first round, late first
Okay.
round.
All right.
Blue chips is like future star, is what I think blue chip.
That's fair. We'll let the debates begin then, boys. Let's go position by position. We'll start with quarterback. Who would you guys consider blue chip quarterback in this class?
Caleb.
I agree. Any disagreements, Daniel?
Yes.
This is just him as a prospect. This is not ignore that he's going to the Chicago Bears.
Oh,
Just
like
him as a
prospect.
prospect. Yeah, just as a prospect.
Okay, I'd say he's blue chip.
Oh yeah, horizontal board. Any questions you got, Daniel, on a horizontal board? Pretty self-explanatory, or questions are fine.
Yeah, I think I'm following it. I'll let
Okay.
you guys know.
Okay. Then Jacob May.
I have him as a 1A. I think Caleb's the only blue chip quarterback I got.
I agree.
I'd say May's a 1B.
1B. All right, let the debates begin then. So, why are we thinking 1B?
I think he's just raw, man. Like when I look at 1A, I look at like a Jaden Daniels or an MPJ who are a little bit more refined in their skill, I think. I've seen like I was watching this video a few weeks ago about like kind of going over Drake May's intangibles and going over like some of the physical attributes and like the footwork and stuff. And he kind of concerns me a little bit. Like I'm not too sold on him. I think he's a
Yeah.
1B guy. I think he's a good prospect, but I don't think he's like as refined as some of the guys above him.
I'm
I
actually
actually agree with all those points. I also think the natural like physical gifts that you get with Drake May are enough where it's like he's a top 10 pick. I have
yeah,
no doubt that he's a top 10 pick. And that, I mean, if a guy's a 1A, that's what I consider like a first half of the first round type of
me
guy.
too. I would put Daniels above May, but those are both 1A guys to me.
And I think that I would put Daniels or I'd put May above Daniels, but because both of you guys have indicated you like Daniels more, it's democracy. We'll put Daniels above May.
I
Um,
love democracy.
Yay.
and then we get into
I'm gonna
um
have JJ as a 1A as well.
really
Yep,
got JJ as a two, dude.
I am as a 1A.
I also have him as a 2.
Ooh, okay. Well,
We can put him in
we can,
1B.
we'll put him in 1B for the I just don't really see it with the physical gifts with
That's fair.
JJ. And I do understand where you're coming from. I know you've brought this up quite a bit that he's just a natural fit in any offense. Like he can come into any offense and run it. I don't disagree. I just don't see it with the physical gifts where
Mhm.
I'm like, oh yeah, this is going to be like a franchise quarterback.
I
I think
mean,
he's could be like a he could
what do
have
you guys
a
say about Brock Purdy though? You know, you guys say he's a star quarterback.
I never said that. I never said that. I'm just hyping up
Uh,
my hometown boy.
that was the point of bringing up the street.
I never said Brock Purdy was a superstar.
I
I said he
fooled
was
you,
a pretty damn
Machiavellian
good
plan. I'm
QB.
pulling the strings.
That's fair.
But I do
That's
think
fair.
JJ McCarthy is the the next Zach Wilson.
Oh,
Ooh, I don't know
Depending
about
on the team
Zach
he goes to.
Wilson.
If he goes to a decent team, maybe he's a little better.
you know,
But
Zach Wilson actually had the physical traits coming out. It was
That
the
is
question
true.
mark was the head,
Right. And I
and
think
that
it's the
turned
other way
out pretty
around with
right.
JJ.
Yep,
I think it's the other way around with
I
JJ.
that's exactly what I'm trying to say. Yeah,
Mhm.
I also have MPJ as a 1B.
I would also consider him a two, but I would put him ahead of JJ. So like I'm fine with 1B.
I'm biased as fuck. I think FPJ is a 1A.
Are we
I think the way that slots out,
are
I
we putting
think
MPJ ahead of McCarthy?
I think I let's see, yeah, because yeah, JJ had two twos and one 1A. That's a
Mm-hmm.
1A, 1B, and a two. So yeah,
Yep. Okay. Okay. I can get behind that. Knicks. I
that's a
know we're
two
not
for
Knicks
me.
fans. I think two's fine. I'm okay
Too.
with a two for Knicks. Okay. Rattler
That's also a two for me.
is a three for me. If we're just go, it's tough because it's like South Carolina was a bad football team last year,
He had
and he
no
did the
help.
most with what he could do. But it's also like you can't. If we were just projecting based off of the talent that he flashes, then I mean, you could make an argument he should be a 1B, 1A type of
I
guy.
agree with that. I agree with that. I think he's a two for sure. I've been a Rattler head for as long as I've been. I'd be
I'm I'm
comfortable with a top 60 pick on Spencer Rattler. I'd be
I'm
very
sticking
comfortable.
with three, but Daniel will be the tiebreaker.
I think Rattler's a 2. I think he's got
Okay.
talent.
Yeah,
All
let's go, Danny.
He's a
right.
2.
Well, he'll be behind Knicks, but okay. And then last in the quarterback list, we got Michael Pratt. This
Where's
guy
Joe
can.
Milton?
I have a low four. He's Joe Milton is I guess he'll get drafted because this the back end of the quarterback class is so
Yeah, it
sparse.
dries up quickly. It dries up
But
quickly.
he should not be drafted. He should not, in my opinion, should not be drafted.
I got Pratt as like a four too.
I
Like
do
he's
as
just
well.
like an early day three guy.
And he's the
All
last
right.
good quarterback who's going to come off the board.
Yeah, there you go.
Like
And
it's a
even good.
that
Like he'll probably be like a fine backup.
yeah,
Like I saw a comp to like Jake Browning. Yeah.
that's a good comp. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
like a stacked top end, top to mid end, and then after that it just craters. It's
Mhm.
really interesting.
Yeah. So I'll get rid of that row right there. There you go. There's the horizontal board for quarterbacks. Now
Woohoo!
getting
Nice
to
job.
running backs. Jonathan Brooks coming off an ACL. Just a really good tape before that though. And he's fully healed. He is fully healed.
You know these guys are going pick 40, 40-ish is where these guys are going a lot lately. I'd probably have him in a two.
I would probably go three because of the injury.
With the flag, bump him down. I
Yeah.
can see that. Yeah, I can agree with that. This is running back. I'm really happy we got Sharbo last year because and Kenny McIntosh because man, this class is bad.
I got a hot take coming up on one of these running backs, but we'll get to that. Daniel,
Oh,
Yeah, I gotta say, just with the ACL tear, because I know especially like running backs, more and more are gonna get less grace based on injury history or physical attributes. Yeah, he kind of has to be around three for me.
okay.
now here's where my hot take comes in. Trey Benson's dynamic, man. I like his tape a lot. He's a firm two for
I can
me.
see it. I can see it.
He's got some juice. Now, do I think necessarily? I don't necessarily know if any of these guys are going to be like bell cow. There's no Bijan Robinson. There's no Saquon Barkley in this class. We all know that.
There's not even a Zach Charbonnet in this class.
No
I don't
Jameer
know about
Gibbs.
that. There's
Who's a
no
Zach
Jameer Gibbs
Charbonnet
in
in
this
this class?
class. The
No.
Zach Charbonnet of this class,
Zach Charbonnet was really good in college, man.
he was. I had him as a firm two, and I've got Benson as a firm two. So
I'd take Charbo over Benson every day. Just how good, how fun Charbonnet was to watch.
They're very different. Benson's more
Yes,
like the
yes.
dynamic, just like juke you out of your shoes. Sharbo's gonna guy who's gonna run over you. But I just love what Benson's gonna be able to bring to an offense year one, where it's like if that's a round two pick, I'm not upset with that.
I'm cool with it. Cool with it. I'll be honest, I haven't really studied running backs this year because Seahawks don't need any,
They
and
don't
they're
need
not
any.
very good either.
Yeah, it's not a year to need it. I mean, the way the running back position works is at least a couple of these guys are gonna have an 1,000 yard season at some point.
I know which one I think will.
Go ahead, and I'll let you lead
I
it.
think it's be Braylon Allen.
Braylon Allen. Okay, you want to skip to Braylon Allen? Talk him real fast.
He got absolute. It was he should have transferred last year because I mean he was in an air raid system.
Yep.
He should have gone to like not like so far as like Iowa, but like just a pro style running game offense.
Hmm. I
Because
don't disagree. Yeah.
he's big and strong and young,
He's
young.
huge. He's massive. And he's very young.
You
I think
know
he's
where?
one of the youngest players in the whole
Yeah,
class.
yeah. Like he's gonna replace Derrick Henry's niche. He's gonna be a poor man's Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
So I have him as a three personally.
Agree. I've got him as a four. Um, Not because of lack of talent or anything. It's kind of just what you talked about, but I also like to, put some weight on the production.
His
Wasn't
production was
necessarily
good
there.
until Luke Fickle got hired,
No,
though.
exactly. But I mean, yeah, what have you done for me lately? So
That's fair. I mean, that was just the absolute
I'm
worst.
not
I do
gonna
not. Why the hell didn't he transfer? That was the
I'm not
worst
gonna
system
argue with
for
the
him.
three though. I'm not gonna argue with the three. He's kind of right on the border for me
Yeah,
between a three
that's
and
fair.
four. So
Where should he have
Daniel,
gone?
Am I the tiebreaker?
yep,
Put him in three because I like the Derrick Henry comp.
yep,
That's
Poor
kind of
man's,
the
very
that's
poor
kind of the
man's,
standard
but
archetype you want to
tall,
look for in a
tall,
running
big,
back
strong.
now.
Um, you know where he should have got, with Bama going a bit back to ground and pound. He should have gone to Bama
hmm
last year.
yeah. Corum, I got him as a five, not because I don't like the
But
player.
the
It's just
where
the tread for a running back. Like he's probably gonna be a pretty good NFL player. But man, he's gonna get banged up a lot. Where it's like that's a flyer for me, man. That's a flyer for me.
he's gonna be a Charger. Everyone knows it.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's fair.
Just a lot of wear. A lot of wear.
Hey, fair enough. He's a Heisman finalist. He had a great college football career. Unfortunately, Jim Harbaugh ruined his potential NFL career. Um,
You got a ring.
you got a ring. That's right. Daniel, you all right with round of five-ish? Four?
Yeah, like bottom of four
Bottom four.
with
All right,
my
top
pick.
five. We'll call it top five then. Jalen Wright's another guy I really like. He's a three for me. Kind of the same bet as Benson, but I think just like a notch below that.
Hmm
I would actually probably have him as RB2, unless if Brooks had no medical issues, he'd be easy RB2. As it is, I would probably consider Wright RB2 right now. But that's still a three for me. So yeah, that's my thoughts there.
Comparing last year's RB class to this year's, last year was the year to get one.
Oh, last year's a stacked RB class. Yeah.
Last year was ridiculous. You have Kenny McIntosh going in the seventh. Kenny McIntosh
Mhm.
probably goes in the fifth this year.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's fair. What are we thinking on right?
I'm gonna let you dictate a lot of this, a lot of the running back stuff.
Okay. I am going to do, I'll just do that right there. I think that seems fair. Um, unless any arguments on that, Daniel?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
You got it.
Lloyd. Lloyd.
He
Lloyd.
was good in that, their base run at USC's, you know, GT counter. He is great in that
Mhm.
scheme. He'll be a good pro running back in the gap scheme. Strong, very strong.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably got like a firm four on him, personally.
I agree. I think the USC playing for USC probably bumps him up in some people's minds.
Yeah. Um, I like Estimate, man. He's a good player. He's kind of got the he's not fat, don't get me wrong, he's not fast. Although he did run like a 4.5, what, 6 at
I was
40 at his pro
surprised. I thought
day.
it'd be slower.
No, he ran like a 4.62 or 3 at his at the combine, and then at the 40 or at the pro day it came out much faster, which of course it will. But also, hey, credit to him if he hit that time. If he is a 4.5 or sorry, a 4.56 guy, that's a round three guy for me. If not, I'd still consider him like a high round four just because what he can
Hmm.
offer on the as just a bulldozer, basically.
Hmm. I mean, gap scheme's in right now.
Yeah. So I'd probably put him ahead of Lloyd
I'm
personally.
cool with that. I'm cool with that.
Yeah. But I'm keeping him at four, I think. He's right on the teetering of three and four, unless either you guys have enough to teeter him into three. Okay. Cool. Ray Davis. Here you go.
Duke.
It's Kentucky.
All right.
Come on, man. I'm just playing.
I don't know why I messed that one up.
That's all.
I think I was thinking about that.
Graham Barton, that's the guy coming up later who is from Duke. So we'll talk about him.
No, it wasn't from that. I was thinking about for some reason because he's the guy who had that really funny graphic.
That's right. Yep, I remember that now. Yep.
And for some reason I thought Riley Leonard played that game. Where is Riley Leonard still at Duke? No,
No,
Notre
it's
Dame.
Notre Dame. Yep.
I haven't heard anything about him this offseason, but I loved him last
Yeah.
year.
Well, it's probably gonna be, he might be QB1 in 2025. Who knows?
Mm, it's not looking great.
It's not looking
What
great.
about Miller Moss, QB1?
That's actually not a bad call out, to be honest with you.
Um, who
Small
was it
sample
that I
size, but he's gonna Matt Flynn himself into being the first overall pick.
Matt, that's a good verb, Matt Flinning yourself. Gosh, there's a quarterback I was actually kind of excited for next year. Oh wait, no, of course it's Quinn Ewers. I think Quinn Ewers is
Well,
gonna be
yeah,
QB1.
yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
But there was
Um,
another one, but I'm just blanking.
yeah, Ray Davis, older prospects.
He's a 6'5", six
Yeah,
seven.
yeah,
Just so
he's in
much
that
wear.
range. Yeah.
Bucky's gonna
Um,
be a 5 through 7 for me just from the size.
yeah,
The size is worrisome.
I agree
He's
actually.
a dog. Like I have a lot of respect for him
Mhm.
in the battles that he had against the Huskies, but he's just I'd put him above Ray Davis,
Okay. Yeah, I see that too. I see that too.
but man, he's got a lot of wear on his tires.
Hmm. And then Will
Actually,
Shipley,
I'd put Shipley below Estimate above Lloyd.
below
I'd
estimate
be willing to
above.
give it a go. I think he can find some value that people aren't forgot
I
about
could,
on Clemson this year.
yeah, I can see that. I can see that. He'd be a fun player. He'd be a fun player at that next level. There we go. Oh,
A
there we
lot of
go.
receivers.
Yeah, the receiver's gonna take a while. We might have to chunk some of those ones together.
When we get down there, we can.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, any complaints on the running back tier list here?
Mhm.
No. Cool. Marvin,
Blue chip,
The blue chip guy.
Malik,
blue chip,
Yeah. Blue chip.
Rome.
blue chip above neighbors. Yes.
I knew you'd say that. I knew we couldn't keep this that simple. I'm not gonna win a debate here because I know Daniel's also gonna have Roman in it, so I'll just go
Yes.
ahead. I'll just concede. Um,
Conceded your Husky fandom.
yeah. Brian
Let it
Thomas,
win. Let it win. I'm trying to think of some Palpatine
let
quotes.
the hate flow through
Let the
you.
hate flow. Let the husky flow through you.
Let the husky flow through you. There you go. Brian Thomas, he's like a 1B type
I
for
agree.
me.
I
I think
agree. You know,
there's a
it's
gap there, but
like
he's
one
still
A
a
is
good
like
player.
JSN, Zay Flowers guys.
Hmm.
Brian Thomas isn't that.
Yeah, he's not bad.
It's good.
Um,
Like, you know, the biggest thing to remember is a horizontal board's not where you think they're gonna go. It's what you
right.
think of
This is
that
just
player.
how we would view them as players, like where we would pick them.
AD Mitchell, 5 through 7.
My God. Just for that, put him in blue chip.
Oh
I
Put him
man.
at
got
the
him as
top
a
of blue
two.
chip,
I got
man.
him as a two. I got him
That's
as a
fair.
two.
I'll give him a 3.
All right, Daniel the tiebreaker.
I'd give him a very low 1B.
Okay, we'll go two then. It's the back and forth
I'd put
there.
Lad above AD. Just Lad's a
I would
better
put La
receiver.
I would put Lad above Brian Thomas. I'm a
That's too
big
hot for
Lad
me.
fan.
That's too hot for me.
I'm a big Lad guy. I'm a big
Lad's a
Lad
2 for
guy.
me.
Is it
All right,
two?
we can put Lad in between.
All right, we'll just put him at the low 1B then. We'll low 1B. Xavier Worthy, the fastest man on turf.
He's a 2 above AD for me.
Above AD.
I would actually agree with that. I kind of like Xavier Worthy.
I like Xavier Worthy. He's just small. That's his biggest issue. There's a
On the right
reason
team,
Silas
though, be a
Bolden's going to
dog.
Texas.
Troy Franklin. Let me move this board up here.
Don't give him I won't be that much of a hater. I'll give him a 3.
He'd be like a low two for me. Like
Yeah,
I'd be fine picking him in like the 50s.
I would say low 2 as well.
Okay. Keon Coleman.
He's a 2 above Franklin for me. And AD.
I'd put him above Worthy too, honestly.
He's below for me.
Did Keon Coleman really fallen that far?
Yeah,
I
his
thought he was a
40
pretty
time was
good
bad.
prospect like a
He
month ago.
was. His 40 time just killed him. His
Who
40
cares,
time
man?
just
He's good. I think
He
he's
is
got good
very
skill.
feast or famine guy in
Mhm.
tape.
Okay, I
No.
mean, I guess it's fair. I still think he's talented though, just from what I've
Oh,
heard.
get that shit out of there.
I
No.
just know it's coming up. I know
No.
it's
You
coming
are so
up.
full of shit. Get that out of there.
Wait, what happened?
Also, honestly, Bo,
I added another category
you
for
missed this.
preferred free agents.
Honestly, Bo, put CNA Vaki in the running backs, and that is round 3 for me, honestly.
Really? Okay.
But
We'll do
no,
it.
keep him at safety. But I think a lot of teams do want him at running back, and he should be. He's better.
Hmm. There you go.
He's
So
he's got a very thick frame for
where we
PPR.
landed on Keon, I would have him actually above all these guys. Still in two, but I'd have him
It's
first of these
below
four.
Xavier for me.
Okay.
Oh, he's
Okay.
below Xavier for me too.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. I can get behind that.
I think I'm pretty high on Xavier Worthy.
I like the speed, man. He's gonna go to the Dolphins probably. Watch it happen.
He
It's hard
fit
to
well there,
argue.
If
man.
he goes to the Dolphins, it's like you guys got to stop hoarding speed. Like, it's getting
The
ridiculous.
man's gonna have a mentor in Tyreek.
Hmm.
That's not a good mentor.
I mean, okay, that's true, but
That's true.
maybe he can at least learn something on the field. Maybe.
Ricky Pearsall. Let's go. Now we're getting to some fun guys
I
here.
like
Not that
Ricky
these guys
Pearsall a
aren't
lot. I'd have him below his worthy.
below worthy. You see,
I could
I
honestly put him
would.
below AD.
I was thinking below AD too. Yeah, below worthy. You said below worthy. You said below AD. We'll split down the middle and put him right below
Yeah,
Keon
fuck you,
Coleman
AD.
because I still do really like Keon Coleman.
My
Um,
God.
Roman Wilson. Here we go. Man, there's so many good receivers this
There's
year.
a lot
Okay.
there, and this group is scratching the surface too.
Yeah.
There's the round two for receivers is going to be
I'm
really
saying,
good.
yeah, I'm thinking we got another round two guy here.
Yeah,
He's
so
below AD for me though.
that's fair.
Ah,
He's above AD for me. I like him.
I like
Pass
Roman
man.
Wilson a lot too.
shit. I'm debating who I like better between Roman
So
and
many of these guys
Pearsall.
are so close.
Roman and Pearsall are right there for me, like literally neck and neck for
I
me.
have
I
Pearsall
put
over.
Roman just above Pearsall.
I have Pearsall above him.
Oh shit, I'm the
You're the
tiebreaker.
tiebreaker.
Fuck. So Rob said Pearsall, Daniel said Roman. I'm gonna go Pearsall. It's close, but I am gonna lean Pearsall just because Roman is on Roman's size could somewhat scare me. And now we got Xavier Leggett. Oh my God, there's just too many. Round two receivers. If you need a round two receiver, this is the year. Um,
Yeah, honestly, I think the receivers other than the blue chippers might get pushed down because there's such depth there.
good fucking year to need a round two receiver. That's for sure. Um,
I like it. I'd
I
put him
do like.
above Roman Wilson. I'd maybe even put him above Ricky Pearsall.
I put him above Keon Coleman.
You've seen the light, my
I think
friend.
I've
think
I'll
me
come
put
and
him
Worthy
above
are
around.
Keon
neck and
Coleman.
neck.
I'd put him above Keon Coleman.
What'd you say, Daniel?
I think he and Worthy are neck and neck. I'd put him above.
You
You
know,
know, what is it with South Carolina and these receivers who are really great other than separating?
yep. That's the biggest thing with me, and I think for a while I like we talked about, I was really worried about the separation, but then I came to realize it's like, okay, yeah, he's not good at that. He's damn good at pretty much everything else, and there's value in that. So,
You
Be like
know,
a
the
prime
two
Kenny
Xavier
Galladay.
receivers are like polar opposites. That's pretty funny.
what are you saying, Daniel?
I was just saying he could be like a prime Kenny Galladay. Couldn't get separation, but did everything else really well.
He's better. He's
With
different
the right
body types.
quarterback, that's a
Different body
good skill
types.
set. Speaking of the right
Malachi
Leggett's
quarterback,
closer to
Corley.
Leggett on the Rams,
Debo.
bro, that's kind of dangerous.
He's a three for me. I'm not the highest on him. I know some
I
people
like
love him.
Corley. I love Corley. I actually really like Corley.
I understand it.
I would probably put him above. I would put him above Troy here.
I would too, because Troy's a three for me.
hmm Daniel, what we feeling here?
Put him above Troy.
Above Troy. All right, we'll
I
do
think yeah,
that.
it's he's in a very friendly scheme, but some scouts I've heard he's as polarizing to scouts, like really polarizing.
hmm All right,
JP,
Jalen Polk. I see Peter Schrager had him going 32 overall
I
in his
saw
mock
that. I
draft.
was like, that's the week before the draft kind of stuff right there.
That's rich for me.
Yeah, no, that's he's above Roman Wilson for me.
I've got him below all these guys.
I not Troy, not AD for
I do
me.
have him below Troy.
He's the prototypical receiver dog. The Shanahan McVay scheme teams are gonna love him.
Well, that's what we're here to debate. So you said below Roman Wilson or above Roman Wilson?
Above.
Above. All right. And I've got him below all these guys. So Daniel, you're the tiebreaker here. Where are we thinking?
I don't think JP's that high in the second round. Mm, I think JP, honestly, I think he's right in between where AD and Malachi Corley are. I think he's kind of that tier, like
Mhm.
low round two.
Which is pretty much right in between where,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm cool with
Yeah,
that.
right in between. That's fine. That's fine. Tez Walker, he's like a four for me, man.
Yeah, I'm not the highest.
Yeah, I mean, he's got talent, but it's just like it's too inconsistent. He didn't flash it. His hands, serious
He
issues
burned
with
us
hands
when
at
he was at
UNC.
Kent State.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. He's got talent,
That
but
was
I mean, he
crazy.
had terrible hands at the Senior Bowl and had terrible hands for UNC. So, I guess I didn't let Daniel say where he thought he should go yet.
Nah, I don't know anything about this guy, so
We'll keep it
y'all
at
can
four
put him
then. We'll keep it
wherever.
at four. J Mac.
The injury's gonna push him down, but he's around three for me.
Yeah. I actually think round three is fine. Round three is fine. Like late round three, but round three. Yeah.
There's gonna be so many good receivers at round three that he's gonna be
Mhm.
pushed down because of it. Look at that round
Jermaine
two.
Burton. Yeah,
He's a
that
four
round
for
two.
me. I'm not the biggest. I'm not a
You
big
see,
Jermaine
the
Burton
thing with
guy.
Burton, he's got so much talent, but apparently, like the off-field
Yeah,
issues
it's
and just the
bad.
personality issues are so bad. He's a three for me. I would put him ahead of J Mac just because I just think he's a better overall player. But it's the off-fields are really bad.
It's bad.
Like
No,
especially
I'm.
the off-field stuff like that late in the draft is going to be a little more significant. So for
Yeah,
that, you got to. I think you put him at four.
Probably not
four.
good enough
Okay,
to. So that's probably gonna be
I'll
probably
put
not good
him
enough
ahead of
to.
Burton, but four. Yeah.
Probably not good enough to get him. People take a chance on him at that late in
Hmm.
the draft.
Yeah. Javon Baker. This is a guy I've
I've
really
heard
come
a
to
lot about
like.
him lately. Lately, he's a
This is
riser.
he's a three ahead of McMillan for me.
I'm cool with that. I like that.
Go with that. Daniel, any argument?
Nah, man, that's good for me.
Sweet. Malik Washington. Fun player. Small player. Very
Gadget,
small
gadget
player.
guy.
Gadget. Gadget guy. He would probably be top of these
I
three.
agree.
I'd put him like, yeah, I'd put him above right there. Any argument there, Daniel?
I mean, it's solid for him. You said he's a gadget guy.
Yeah. I mean he's like
He's a,
he's tiny. He's like five
Think
nine.
Tutu Atwell.
Yeah, very yeah, it's a good comp. That's a good comp right there. Very I mean
honestly
he's
though,
fast as hell. 5'9",
if he's like a pure
191.
gadget, wait, how tall is he though? Like how
He's
small
five
is he?
9.
5'9". He's really small.
Dude, okay, I'd put him at five, honestly. Then
Okay, all right, there we go. That's so that's probably enough to push him like to there.
because
That's
the thing is
fine.
like that late in the draft, like because all the players kind of mesh together in a weird way. So you got to find like specific details that can kind of just to be able to pick out what could be a better fit for your team. Like actually, how what are Devontae Walker's measurements or
Prototype.
prototype?
He's
Okay,
yeah, basically a prototype. We got 6'2", 193. Um, ran a good 40. Actually, what was his 40? Let me confirm. Before I say that, I might be thinking of someone else. Tez Walker, NFL Combine. Let's see here. He ran. Did he run? That's always that's the next question is did he run?
Yeah, sad,
He
sad
did. Oh
times
yeah, he
these
ran a
days.
4.36. He
People
ran a
people hardly do
4.36.
shit anymore. People opt out of the bowl games. They
Ooh.
don't do things in the combine. What do
Yeah.
we even do anymore? It's not like we don't even have the stuff going on anymore.
Tez Walker did kill the combine.
Yeah,
4.36 40, 40 and a half vertical, 11.2 broad.
that's pretty damn good.
That's
I
pretty.
think because the thing is like I
But
feel
I
like
mean,
more
it
teams.
still highlights the issues that we talked
Hmm.
about. It's
Yeah, I mean, the
drops.
talent's not the issue. Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
drops.
That's the thing is like more teams feel like they could probably coach some of the chops and some of the other stuff in Tez Walker. I feel like Malik Washington, the way y'all describe him, he fits on a couple teams, but he's not a super well-rounded prospect.
Hmm. That's fair.
But honestly,
That's
though, I
fair.
do like my gadget guy, so I hope he kills it.
Yeah.
Maybe the Lions could use
Yeah.
They already got you basically have him at home already with um
him. With who?
shit. JMO.
Jamo's bigger though, right? He's not five
He looks
nine.
pretty
It's like
fucking
Jamo's a
skinny
bigger
out
He's
there.
dude.
skinny, but I don't know if he's 5'9".
Nah, he's got wheels, man. He's a dog. He's gonna be a dog this year,
Yeah.
especially in the black
Sure.
jerseys,
He
man.
got unlocked
Dude,
pretty well in the
I hope the
leagues.
Lions wear the black jerseys when we play the Seahawks next year, and we just kick your team's ass.
Did they play the Seahawks this year?
Yeah, Ford Field again.
Again?
No
Yeah.
Jesus,
Disley
man.
anymore, but you know who did pretty good against the Lions? Mike McDonald.
That's true.
Who's this Brendan Rice guy?
Brendan
Jerry
Rice. Well,
Rice's
you might
son,
have heard of his
and
dad, yeah.
yeah, I don't
Oh,
see
okay,
it.
okay, okay.
I don't really
It's
see
starting to
it.
ring a
He's
bell
a he's
now.
a
Me
five.
neither. I've got him as a four, but like a mid four.
Nah, he's Jerry's kid, man. He's gonna be a blue chipper, like
So right in
Bronny,
the middle, up
bro.
as a one
Jerry's
B.
well, he did leave Colorado right when Prime got there, so that gives you Prime didn't want him, so that gives you a
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
good
I'll put
idea.
him I'll put him back around four.
Like I feel like that makes him better, right? Prime didn't want him.
I don't know. Prime had some pretty damn good receivers last year. Travis Hunter, Johnny Weaver.
Yeah, I'm good with Brennan Rice there.
Here's a
All
hot
right,
take of
last
mine.
another
I
little
like Luke McCaffrey a
legacy
lot. I'd put him at the top of the four. I
at the
like Luke
top of
McCaffrey a
four.
lot. I love Luke McCaffrey. He's going to be a really good NFL player.
I would put him ahead of Rice, below Washington.
I love this guy. He's one of my favorites.
I think Rob's
All right.
getting his wish. I actually like Luke McCaffrey as a bottom of round 3 guy.
Oh, all right. Well, there you go. That's
He's,
definitely enough to push. Oop, hold on. I pressed the wrong
I
button.
think he's got some good stuff. I think.
Yeah.
He is going to be a really good slot receiver.
There
Just
you go.
great route runner. He
There
passes
you
the
go.
quickness testing.
Oh, there you
His
go.
quickness, his agility testing is really good. Great
Well, that's
hands.
easy. That's easy.
I'm saying all the white receiver stuff, but like I'm not kidding.
We survived to the wide receivers, boys. If we can
That was
survive the wide
tough.
receivers, we can survive anything.
That was a slog. Look at that
Yeah.
second round. Jeez.
It's a good receiver class, man. If we can survive that group of receivers, I mean, that was by far the biggest group.
Oh yeah.
So, tight ends, Brock Bowers, blue
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 chip,
chip.
any
chip.
Yeah, blue
arguments?
chip. Yeah.
Yeah. Jatavion Sanders.
He's a two for me at
He's a
best.
three for me.
Yeah. I don't mind
Really
that.
just dies after
You know who's a
Brock
two
Bowers,
for
doesn't
me? You
it?
want to know who's a two for me? Benson
Don't spoil it
not.
because I knew you were going to say Ben Sinon. I was going to say don't spoil it because I thought it was going to be fun when we get a guy from near the bottom of this list
Oh, I'm
close to the
sorry. I
top.
ruined it. I ruined it.
Get out! You're fired, hot shot.
I'm
No,
fired.
that's all right. That's all right. I got Sanders as like a three.
I
Dak a
can deal with
two.
that. Low
Daniel
two for me. I'm cool with a three.
I think he's a 3.
I'm cool with it.
Stover,
He's
five to
more of a
seven.
traditional wide tight end.
He's like a 5 to 7 for me. He just doesn't do anything
He's a
in the
four.
receiving game,
He's
or
a
not in
four
the
for me.
receiving game. I mean the after the catch. So okay, 4, 5, 7. Daniel, you're the tiebreaker here.
He's a 5.
It's a 5. All
Oh,
right, there you go. Theo Johnson, kind of the
he's
opposite.
above JT Sanders for me. I like Theo
Yeah, I
Johnson.
like
Yeah.
that.
His
I would
comp is
go
his
ahead.
his measurables are exactly Jimmy Graham.
I would
Not
still
the
consider
playing style,
right. Just the
because
measurables.
there's no Jimmy Grahams, but the testing and the
Mm.
measurements, not just the testing, not just the measurements, but the testing equal, like spot on.
I do like that. I would still I agree. I would still put Sanders ahead of Johnson. I would put them both as threes.
I think I
Um,
think I think Theo Johnson's athletic testing was better than JT Sanders. Remember when everyone was like, "Oh, it's gonna be a
it was.
freak."
Oh no, it definitely was. It was for
So I
sure.
don't know what the purpose of JT Sanders is being above Theo Johnson when Theo Johnson does the athletically freaky stuff better than him. He's a better blocker
I'd
and
agree.
better receiver.
I'd agree. You got a good
Yeah,
point.
like from a prospect only perspective, I think you got to put Theo Johnson over him.
Yeah, I think you're right. Are we keeping him as a three, or is he
Yeah,
enough for a
three.
two?
He's a
Okay.
three
Still
for
a
me.
3.
Okay.
But
He's not a two for me.
Okay.
That only belongs to Ben Sinnott. Oof, he had a great combine. He had
I
a great
agree. Ben
combine.
Snod's. I would probably have Sonat as a very early three, back of two, but I also think he's the only guy to even consider putting a two on, so I'm all right with the two there.
His testing was the stuff that matters. Short shuttle, really, he's going to be a great player. Great player.
yeah, I'm
Don't
feeling
you
like it's
fucking
not
do it.
here.
5 through 7. Yes, they are.
Dude, they're both PFAs,
No, they're
man.
not.
They're
No, they're
both
not. Devin Culp
PFAs.
had the fastest 40, and he's big.
Okay. You can't catch.
Yes, he can. Do you see him at USC and Zona? What are you talking about?
He comes up with the miracle catches and then he drops a slant.
No, what did he drop? What name a big drop other than the Roma Dunze throw for the 2 point? I can't think of any this year
Okay, that's where you specify this
or
year.
last
He's
year.
also old. He's like 24 already.
Who
And
cares?
he's our age.
That's a 5 through 7. Who cares? He's athletic
Oh,
though.
I don't see universe where Devin Culp gets
He's
drafted.
getting drafted. Yes, he is.
All
And
right,
so is
Daniel, you're the
Wesley. They are
tiebreaker.
both getting drafted.
You're the tiebreaker.
Dude, I don't think either of these guys go anywhere ahead of round 7. I'm gonna be
Oh
real.
my God. You
Because
guys
like
are going to regret that one. I am
they're
100% right about this. They're
they're
both
they're
5 through 7.
fine players. They're
There's
not.
no tight ends in this draft.
So they'll want they won't
How
get a
many
lot
teams need a tight
drafted.
end? Teams that need a backup tight end are probably just gonna get a cheap free agent, if anything, or they're gonna get an undrafted guy. Especially when there's so many needs that teams need to fill.
Tight end is
Both
not a
these guys are getting
priority
drafted.
position. Tight end's not a priority position.
A combine that good is not going undrafted.
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
all
with
right,
Beau on
pull
this
up the
one,
tight
man.
ends that
It's
got
just
drafted
not.
last year, and let's go over the ones who were better than those two. Pull up last year's tight end draft
Okay,
class.
here we go. Well,
I'm
before I
dying on
do
this
that,
hill.
Sam Laporta
because
cleans
there
those
are
guys out of the
tight ends
water.
on the consensus board that come in above. So, tight ends that came in above both Culp and Westford on the consensus board. Here you go. That I did not include here. Jared Wiley from TCU,
No.
Jaheim Bell from Florida State,
Okay, that one's fair.
AJ Barner from Michigan,
No.
Dallin Holker for Colorado State,
No.
Tip Ryman from Illinois,
Okay, he's pretty good. He's getting drafted.
Eric All from Iowa,
Okay, he'll get drafted too.
Brevin Spanford from Minnesota,
No.
Tanner McLaughlin from Arizona.
He's good. He's getting drafted. He's getting drafted in he's a 5. He's a maybe a 4 for me.
Should I throw him on here?
Yeah, no, he's a 4.
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
that's fair.
Him and um go over there's a name that I liked. Go over one for me.
There's Eric All, Tip Ryman,
Tip Ryman's a 5 through 7 for me. He's good. He had a good combine. Illinois.
Yep,
It's Riemann.
that's fair. Is it Riemann? Okay, let's see. I know we got an Illinois guy in here. Johnny Newton, of course. What is Eric All?
Eric Gall is a 5 through 7. It's just his name that people remember.
Eric All.
I have looked at the tight ends quite a bit.
There's one other guy. Did we say was it Jaheim Bell or AJ
No.
Barner?
Oh, it was Jaheim Bell, but it's close. It's close.
I'll leave him off.
Yeah, he's not worth being on. Tackles. Ooh, this is gonna be a fun one.
There we go. We're gonna debate on the top. I already know. Joe Alt's a blue chipper for me.
He's a 1A for me.
He's a blue chip for me, man.
There you go. Talisa
Flaga's a blue chip for
Fonga
me. Flanga is a blue chip
is a
for me.
1A for me.
Fonga's a blue chip for me.
Ah,
All
yes.
right. A debate goes
Dude,
in
this
Rob's
tackle
favor.
class is kind of
Okay,
fun.
okay,
There's a
okay, okay.
lot
That
of
means
good
Flanga and
prospects.
Alt are tied. I have Flanga over Alt.
And I have Alt over Fonga.
Daniel, you're the tiebreaker.
I've got all over Flanga, but they're
Ah.
both very neck and neck.
But a Fashanu,
One
it's like a
B.
1B. Oh,
Yeah.
Jinx. There you go. Daniel.
1B. 1B.
1B. Okay. Troy. I already know you're going to
1A.
say blue chip.
No.
Oh,
He's
surprised
not a
me
blue
with
chipper.
that one. Okay.
At
all right.
tackle? No. At guard, yes.
Okay. I think 1A is fine for Troy. Yeah.
He's a high 1A.
He's the first one. He's the top of my 1A.
All right. I got a hot take here. Latham's like a 2 for me.
He's a 1B for me.
Wow.
I'm
Okay.
not a fan of Latham at all. And
I-
I,
you
think
haven't
so
been for
many
a long
people
time.
mock him to the Bengals because
I bet you
I'm not a
hate
fan.
that.
It pisses me off.
I think
I
he's
actually-
a 1B.
He's a 1B for me.
All right.
So-
I'll put him in backup
Let's
1B.
put the middle. Yeah.
Amarius Mims.
He's
On the
a
flip side,
he's a 1A for me. He's a 1A
I
for me.
love
He's good, man.
Amarius Mims.
He's awesome. He's awesome.
I would
he
put him
moves
at
like-
Troy.
Like something new, something that Staten's been saying for a couple years now is like a big guy that moves really well. He calls him Thanos.
Mhm.
So, for example, Jordan Davis, who was it last year? There was I don't know if there was one last year, but Amarius Mims is a Thanos,
I would
and it's
have him
all
ahead of
good weight.
Troy.
And it's all good weight. Nope, he's below Troy for me.
Daniel.
He's below Troy for me.
Troy is a lot more polished. I think Troy is the best part of Troy, not just his freaky athleticism, is his technical ability. It is absolutely incredible for a college tackle.
Okay. Tyler Guyton.
He's below. He's a 2 for me.
He's like a three for me. I'm not a Guyton guy at all. And actually, you know what? I think a two. He's a low two for me.
That's fair. That's fair. I agree with that.
I'd
Daniel,
say he's more like a mid two for me.
a two. Okay. Well, he's the
That's
only two right now, so we'll keep him at the top for right now. But that could change. Jordan Morgan. Jordan Morgan.
I think he's going to be a solid guard. I don't think he'll be a
Mhm.
tackle. I think he'll be a good guard. He's a 2 for me.
Yeah, he's a two for me too. I put him a guy.
He just doesn't have that insane athleticism, but he's very technically sound. He's going to be a good NFL player.
Mhm. I put
But
him at
I'd
a
put
guy.
it, but keep him at tackle though.
Yeah. No, I'm just. Are we gonna do Daniel? What are your
Guyton,
thoughts there?
high
Two
two.
for two, high two. Okay, ahead
that
of
one's
Guyton.
close for me. You can do it. You can. It's close enough for me that you can do it.
Daniel.
Yeah, it's a high two. I think he's above. He's above Guyton for me.
Kingsley. Oh boy. If you like raw guys with
If you
high
like raw
recruiting
tackles, he's
pedigrees,
the guy for you.
Uh,
yeah.
He's a,
He's Penei Sewell's cousin, by the way. If you wanted a
yeah.
little
So is
bias going
every
your way,
other
Daniel.
Polynesian football player.
yeah.
Like
I'm gonna try to not be
half,
biased.
half. Every single freaking Polynesian is like cousins to some famous Polynesian football player.
That's
Don't
true.
miss me with that, okay?
That's true. He's a three for me. He's
Yeah,
just
he's
so
too
raw.
raw.
He's got a ton of talent, but he's raw as
And,
hell,
and
man.
the same as the Yale guy for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
They're pretty close in how I view them.
Yeah, I actually got a four on Kieran, but that's fair. That's fair.
I think
Daniel.
they're very similar players.
I think he's a three as well.
Okay.
However, a Yale tackle is very intriguing to me just for the brain, right?
Yeah. So I got Kieran as a four.
He's a 3
Rob, you
for
got
me.
him as a
Yeah.
three. Ahead of Kingsley or below
No, be
Kingsley?
below.
Below. Okay. Daniel, you're the tiebreaker for
Dude's a
Kieran.
four.
Here's a four. There you go.
You know what this is reminding me of is that Community episode where they are the Meow Meow Beans where like they have the
Ah,
numbers.
yeah. Oh, yeah. He's a one. He's a two. Oh, you're just trying to get into the
You know me,
fives.
I'm Coogler. I'm pretty cool. I'm not that old. I love that Coogler trailer at the end of that one.
That was great.
It's like
Gosh.
um do you even have an education plan? Does getting laid count? Like Coogler's awesome.
Oh, those late seasons of Community are underrated, man.
I love and Tim and Eric were in it. I do love some Tim and Eric.
Yeah. Patrick Paul.
Round 2 for me. He's rising.
I have him
I
at
don't
least like
mind
a
what I see
three.
there.
I got him as a three, man.
He's a low 2. He's definitely below Morgan.
Low
He's
two.
below
Okay.
he's below Guyton, but he's a 2 for me. I'd take him in the second round.
Daniel
He's a three.
is a three. We'll put him ahead of Kingsley,
Yeah,
though.
that's fine. Kingsley's a good name for a tackle.
It is a great
Really
name for
is,
You
man.
know,
tackle.
you know,
Blake
you know,
Fish.
here's an all name uh old line. Okay, you gotta have King Dunlap in there, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The
So
Brickshaw Ferguson.
the Brickishaw Ferguson. At guard, you have um the really long name Eagle. How Peloti Vaitai.
Hey, he
Is
was on the Lions.
He was a
But
former
is it
Lion.
him or who's the other guy? Who's the other Polynesian guy in the Eagles?
Speaking of big V is Vaitai.
Okay, yeah, him.
Um,
He's got to be on there. And just put DJ Fluke on there for fun.
yeah,
They were both on the. He was on the charge with King Dunlap.
that's true. That's true.
He was just a funny guy. He talked about eating like 100 chicken nuggets and couldn't fit in cars. He was funny. I liked him.
Yeah.
No,
Honestly,
we can do better.
if he didn't suck, Stone Forsyth, great
That
offensive
is a
line.
good name. Yeah, hey, we can put him in there at tackle. There we go.
We'll
So
put
we
him in
got
there.
King Dunlap, Kinsley Somataya, King Dunlap, the Brickishaw Ferguson. He's probably right tackle then, huh?
Yeah.
Stone Forsythe's got to play guard. Ugh. And
The
then you
6'7" guard,
you put 6'8",
six
and
eight guard.
yeah, the only good part about him is his long arms. And you put Big V at center probably.
Yeah. There you go.
That's a really big O line because King Dunlap was really big. That's a good all name O line right there.
Yeah. Blake Fisher.
He's 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 a three for me.
He's a two for me, actually. I like Blake Fisher a
Can't go
lot.
wrong with Notre Dame all. He's a high three for me.
That's fair. Daniel,
Blake Fisher, I think, is a two.
he's a two. All right.
Yeah, I think he's kind of good. I think he's above Guyton.
Oh,
I like that. I was thinking
I can see that.
similar. I was thinking similar. I think
All
he's a little
right,
more refined than Guyton. Guyton's just
that's
so
fair. That's fair.
raw. Raj, big Raj.
He's the last two for me.
He's a three for me, but a high three.
I think his technical ability coached under Huff is just so good. It's the same with Troy. And he had the fastest 40 for a lineman.
He did. He
Had
did.
sad thing though, no one gives a fuck about that.
No one
That doesn't
does. No
matter.
one does.
The lineman
Who had
shouldn't
the
be even
fastest
running
10
that.
yard split? That's what matters.
Lineman shouldn't be running the 40. There's zero reason for them to do it.
Mm-hmm. All right, Daniel, you're the tiebreaker here. High
Yeah, I
three or
think
two?
I think Rogers is above Guyton, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I can get behind that. I can
He's
get
been
behind that.
rising though. He's been rising. I don't know how
He
much of that
definitely
is
has.
smoke,
He definitely has. Let's
but
see. Here
I
we
like
go.
him.
There's the tackles then. Moving on to the interior guys. Graham Barton.
He's a 1B,
B. Yep. I was thinking the same thing.
high 1B,
High 1B. You all
because
right with
he's
that,
early
Daniel?
20s for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. You all right with
I
that,
think
Daniel?
he's a
1B?
low 1A for me. I think he's
Low one.
good.
He is really good, honestly.
He's gonna be a
He's a
good
good
NFL
prospect.
player.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm happy with that. He's a
Oh,
one
I
for
got some
sure.
fun takes coming up.
Oh, yeah, I know
Oh,
you
for
do. I know you
JPJ.
like your interior boys.
I
JPJ,
love
go
these
ahead.
guys. He's a
Take it
two for
off.
me. He's a two, and I think the NFL's adjusted to that. You don't see him going in the first round anymore,
That's fair.
dude.
That's fair.
I don't think a Duck's gonna get drafted in the first round.
Wah
Um,
wah.
Maybe Beau.
Oh yeah, Sean Payton takes him early or trades back for him.
You'd trade back in.
Well,
What'd you
he gets
just do
back
there,
to
buddy?
wear those
I
ugly
couldn't remember.
jerseys.
Did we have Rattler as a two or a three?
I had
I
him at a
honestly,
two. I
I
think
had
he
him
was a
at a
two.
three. What do you have
I
him
think he was a
as?
two. I think Danny had it at a two,
I think I did too. I
and he
think
was
Rob and I
below
had the
Beau.
same thoughts on.
Okay, okay. Okay, yeah, it's right. No, I remember. You're right. You're right. I just wasn't sure because the formatting gets screwed up when you're just
No, it's
adding
all
and
good.
subtracting rows. But all right, back to JPJ.
He's a two for me.
Daniel.
Deuce.
Yeah, that's
Deuce,
fair.
who I like it.
I agree. I agree. Oop, wait, hold on a second. There you go. Zach Frazier, guy who's going to go in the first round,
He's
but where
below
do we value
JPJ for
him?
me.
Daniel,
I think he's a two, but above JPJ.
above JPJ. Okay, I actually agree. We're gonna
I
be
like it.
kicking JPJ down to the curb even more.
And it's going to keep coming because Cooper Beebe is my highest rated second round O lineman. I
Oh,
like
all
him a
righty.
lot.
All
He's going to be a
righty.
great NFL player.
You see, I would have him. I put him probably low two, high three, right around that range.
He had, this interior line class had just ridiculous testing,
Hmm.
but and he's not the highest there. He's definitely more than good enough. I think he definitely had above a three at a spark, which is what you
Hmm.
want. He's very good technically as well, though. He's
Hmm.
the second best behind Troy in the whole class for me, technically.
So you got him here. I've got him like right around there. You've got
I
him
got him above
there.
Frazier.
Where are we feeling, Daniel? Let's
Yeah,
settle
And
tiebreaker.
he's got the O lineman aesthetic down to a T too, though.
I'm with Rob because if I'm looking at interior line prospects, like if they have really really good technique, that's the kind of
Hmm.
stuff we want.
Okay. We'll call it. I really like Frazier. Not enough. Yeah. Okay. If you guys call,
He's
I'll
I just love this interior O line class.
It's
Like honestly, that's
really
why I
good.
think we'll be fine if we don't get Troy, because there's so
Mhm.
many good players. There's so many.
Yeah, we're gonna have a couple more second rounders here probably
I
too. Christian Haynes is a high
he's
second for me. I love
he's
Christian Haynes.
he's below BV for me.
Okay, I can get behind that. That's fair.
I'm with that.
Go.
I think honestly, I don't know how many of these are gonna put below the second round because I like so many of them.
Uh, don't worry, I'll knock a couple down.
Yeah,
Pooney's like a four for me.
I'm not super high on him either.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Daniel.
Yeah, 4.
Mahogany,
He's a
also a four
three.
for me. Okay. All right. Daniel, tiebreaker.
Hogany, he's a 3.
Three.
Oh,
All
let's
right,
go.
there you go. You win the tiebreaker. Daniel's deferring to Rob on the O
He
line man a
is. I
lot,
love
I'm
it.
noticing.
So I think
And I'm all right with that.
because I think Rob and I both value technique a lot. Like with me, especially with an interior O line, I value technique a lot. There's
Hmm.
a lot that goes on in the trenches, like in the middle of the line there.
Now,
You want to make sure you
yeah,
have
right now with a lot of gap scheme being in vogue, you want a bit more technique and raw power than athleticism.
Hmm.
Is what you want right now.
Your
Cedric Van
boy.
Pran, I'd have him above Mahogany as a three. I would have picked him in the second round last year, but he didn't have the best year this year.
That's fair. That's fair.
And you can vouch for that. I was a bit Van
You
Pran
were
Granger now, just
yeah,
making
Van
that
Prank
name even
Ranger
longer.
now. That's fair. And I'm kind of in the same spot there. I think three. I probably have him a three, and I Mahogany is a four. So
Mhm.
Van Prank Ranger ahead makes sense.
I'd put Zinter above those at the three just because of the injury. He could be a two if he wasn't hurt.
Yeah, get
He's going
behind
to be a
that.
good NFL player. He's going to be a really
Yeah,
good
it's
NFL
just the
player.
injury.
He's going to
Injury's
be a
hard to
Charger,
ignore.
isn't he?
you be
It's
a
easy
They're
to
going
horse.
to
say
take
that.
like they're going to have every single one of their picks is going to be except their first.
There we go.
Those
Beau
next two
Limmer.
are twos for me. Those are twos for
They're
me.
both twos.
I love both of them, man. They're
They're both like,
freaks.
oh,
They're some of the
man.
most athletic linemen that I've
I got
ever seen.
McCormick is a late. I got them both as late threes.
I like them at twos.
All right, Daniel.
I've got McCormick below Zinter
Okay.
Okay,
in
And that's right
threes.
around where, okay, so I think that's fair. So that
that's
one we
fair.
can.
That's fair. That's fair. They're just absolute freaks.
I've got Beau Limmer above Zach Frazier.
Oh, I like it. I'd put him below Frazier, above JPJ, but I like what you're saying, Danny. Bo Limmer had just absurd numbers.
That
That
dude's on fire, man.
also great O lineman name.
That's true. Yeah.
And
Just
he
a
was a
great name.
Razorback. Like,
It's a
does it
great
get
name,
any better than
period.
that?
It's a great name, period.
Yeah.
Honestly,
You got to add an X to your name, man.
I don't want to. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to. But think about it. Let's see. Wade Braylon Allen's a three. So yep, okay. So the ordering looks good. All right, that's it for offense. Let's get
I
rolling
think
on
there's a
defense.
lot more interior O linemen you could probably add.
Oh
We only
yeah,
have one
definitely.
Michigan player on there. There's like
Yeah,
four.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy.
This O line class is just, oh, I love it. I love
All
it.
right, Byron.
He's a 1A for me. He's not
I
quite blue
agree.
chip.
He's not quite blue chip. I agree with that. I agree with that. Or actually, wait, oop, that's blue chip.
Whoops.
Daniel,
1A for me.
1A. Okay, so we're all 1A here. Johnny Newton. He's
He'd
a
be a
blue chipper for
1A
me.
if it weren't for the injury concerns.
He's a
So
blue chipper
1B.
for me, man.
He's a 1B for me.
Oh, all right, Daniel.
He's a low 1A.
Okay. So
1A. Okay,
1A.
so
1A.
we'll do below Murphy then. I like Johnny Newton a lot, though, man.
He's he's
He's not gonna
I'd
go
love to
that
coach
high.
him.
I
I'd love
know
to
he's not
coach
gonna
him
go that high, but man, he's
because if he can really get consistent,
hmm
he's gonna be a stud.
hmm
He's gonna be not a stud, a star. He's gonna be a
hmm
star.
Yeah,
And I really am worried that the Rams are gonna get him.
yeah. Braden Fisk.
He's a two for me.
Hmm
Really, really good, but it's the injury concerns is why he's a
Yeah,
two.
and age too.
He's
A
he's
bit
Been
older,
around the
but
block.
I honestly I don't give a crap about an age because for the most part. You just want him for the rookie contract and maybe a second.
That's fair, but also, I mean, I think it's fair the way I look at it, not just how old they are right now, but how old they are when they had their breakout year, like breakout
That's
age.
fair.
It's a
That's
good
fair.
metric for, so like guys like Marvin Harrison, who have been Roma Dunze, even Jalen McMillan, who've dominated at young ages, like that bumps your grade up.
That's
Whereas
fair.
guys that were late developers, you have some questions. Not some questions necessarily, but it's not
It's
as like
like, did you
impressive.
do well because you were a man amongst boys, you know? That's a
Exactly.
totally fair statement. That's why UW had such a successful season because they were old.
Hmm.
That's
Hmm.
why maybe that really helped DeBoer out, made him look a lot better than he is. Because
Hmm.
don't forget, he lost to Hawaii twice.
He did. He did.
What did
There
you
you
just
go.
do?
Oh, I just hid the tabs there so that we're able to just see the
Oh,
so we can,
that's nice.
Dude,
yeah.
Beau's the Excel wizard.
He is. You're
That's
awesome
the
at it.
skills.
Hide columns B through G. There we go. Okay, sweet. Um,
Do you agree? I don't know if I asked you about this, but when I asked someone who works for the back office, he said that he thought it was um he thought the talent really did carry DeBoer a lot more.
oh, I always
He's a
thought that.
solid
I've been
coach,
saying that for a long
but
time.
the talent really did help get
And
DeBoer to be that top job.
talent that he didn't necessarily bring in
And
either. Like,
neither
don't
did
get me wrong,
Jimmy Lake,
Penix.
though, is Chris Peterson.
Jalen Polk was Jimmy Lake edition though.
Receiver three. Woo.
Who's
You know what?
who
I'll give
you
you
gave
two.
a
I'll
second
give you
round
two.
pick.
I'll give you two. I know. I'm just messing with you.
I don't know.
Let's see. Let me think
Uh,
about the studs that Jimmy brought in on that team. Let me think. Let me think. Okay. Gosh. Brailsford. That is that Jimmy? Is that Huff? You know, that's always the question, right? Is it the head coach? Is it the position coach? That's always a tough question to ask. Um, who was Westover? Was that Jimmy or was that?
Westover was Peterson because I
Pete?
remember he scored like the only offensive touchdown we had in that 2019 game against Stanford.
Oh man,
Yeah,
he played
it's like
in
on a Friday night.
2019. I hardly remember that. That was a rough one. That was the Colby Parkinson game. Um, gosh, I remember watching TV and I was in band then, and you only play neck after you've won, and and I turn back in and they come back from the commercial break and it's like early fourth and we're losing and the band's playing neck and like the whole tuba group just like what are we do? Why are we playing this right after that commercial break? And we lost, so I blame it on that.
Yep.
But oh, I'm so happy we don't have to go back to the farm. Oh God, cursed that place, Arizona, just freaking cursed. So many
Yeah.
good Husky years have gone to die at one of those three locations.
Hmm. Chris Jenkins,
Lower two for me.
lower two. I can get behind that. I agree. He's like a mid two for me,
Mhm.
which I would probably put him. I would honestly probably put him like pretty much even with Fisk. So lower two, I'm all right with Daniel.
Yeah, I'm with you guys.
I like Fisk better because Fisk has the potential to be like, that athleticism isn't
Hmm.
it beats NFL players too. Those combine
Hmm.
numbers, right?
Yeah.
And not only does he have that athleticism, he has the motor.
There you go, Rob, your guy.
My guy, god damn it. Could you just not be an idiot? Round four, dumbass.
Round four. I still have him as a three just based on
You know
tape.
what? Fine, I was exaggerating. Let's go with three. Let's go with three.
Daniel,
But
you all right
still,
with that?
fucking, you had 2 weeks. You had 2 weeks to not do this stuff. You're 380 pounds probably right now
Hmm.
after you slimmed down for the combine, and you blew that high. Like, come on.
Hmm. Yeah,
Oh my
He's
god.
totally
Yeah,
off boards.
he's good at three.
three.
He's,
Ruka.
I love that name,
I was
man.
smooth with that. I was smooth with
That
that
was
too.
good. It took some practice, I bet.
Rukaroro.
Ruka.
I like him a
He's
lot. I like him.
yeah, he's kind of in this bucket, the Fisk Jenkins bucket for me.
Yeah.
I'd
Bruce
probably
I'd
put
have
him
him
last of
below
those
them,
guys. Yeah, but I still think
but
he's
he's
just a.
still a good player. I'm cool with
Mhm.
that.
Yeah. Daniel, you cool with that?
Yeah, he's nice there.
Mike Hall,
He's a three.
personal. I love Mike Hall,
I
man. I
like him a
might put
lot
it.
too.
I would maybe put him. I might put him first among these four guys. Like if I could Hall,
Nah, not for me.
I
Not for
like
me.
Mike
I
Hall
like
a
him a lot
lot,
too.
man.
Like this is a lot. I saw someone just saying, like some analytics dude on Twitter saying, like this is one of the worst. Uh, this is the worst interior D line class we've ever seen lately. It's like, and like his metrics had Siaka Iga really high. I was like, okay, this guy is completely unserious. It's like
I don't know.
I've just like I used to just fierily engage everyone who I thought was wrong and dumb, but it's like I kind of learned like some people it's just not even worth it. They're just that dude not worth talking to.
Yeah, I like Mike Hall a lot though.
This
Daniel,
is a
you're gonna be the
great
tiebreaker.
the point being this is a really good interior D line class.
Yeah, especially day two. Especially day two.
There's good stuff at the top. Maybe not, your you know blue chipper like and according to some people, Jalen Carter, but I think I really like both Byron Murphy and Johnny Newton as top as round one guys. And then you got great depth day two. And
Mhm,
even some day three guys that I'd love to take a flyer on.
mhm, mhm.
Who's the is do you have UNI colors on there?
No, that's. I do not have Christian Boyd on here now.
No, you
I can
should have.
add him though.
Yeah.
I've got him on a different spreadsheet. I'll just copy and paste him over.
I like Christian Boyd. He's freaky. Freaky.
Damn, Beau coming prepped with backup spreadsheets.
Oh
Oh
my
yeah,
gosh, he's
I got
ready.
a spreadsheet with probably about 300 guys on it over here.
Nice.
Holy, that's
Yeah,
pretty good.
yeah. I come prepped. This is my Christmas, man. The NFL draft is my Christmas.
Honestly,
Um,
this is totally getting way ahead of schedule. One, why don't we have specialist strength? How dare you? But two, I don't hate the safeties class. I kind of like it. Looking at the safety class, I kind of like a lot of those names on there.
yeah, yeah. But anyways, my call. Daniel, you're the tiebreaker.
You put him in two.
Two. Okay, so
I think he's
three,
below
top
Beau.
of two, then we'll call
Yeah.
it split down the middle. Let's call Hall
Those are
bottom.
all pretty close. Those guys, other than
That's what I'm
Fisk for
saying. I
me,
think this
are
is my
pretty close.
bucket. This bucket is really good. I would just put Hall above it, Hall at the top. But I
Okay,
don't know.
that's fair.
I'm not mad at any of them. I love all
These
those
are those
guys.
are all good players.
Mason Smith is like a four for me.
Yeah, I'm not the
I'm
highest
not a
on him.
huge fan of him. I know some people that really are. I'm kind of on him.
Mason.
Is
Mason. All
that
right, we
actually
gotta
how
do
he
that.
spells his name?
No,
Yep, two
spells.
A's.
Oh, I thought you were about to say pronounce.
No, he pronounces
It's
he's
like, no. What about
Mason.
Max Crosby?
Max Crosby. There you go. What are we thinking, Daniel?
I think he's four.
Four.
There's
All right.
Max Williams as well.
Yeah. Leonard Taylor the
Leonard
third.
Taylor is like an old school nose tackle.
Yeah.
It's his body type makes me think of that. He's a three for me.
He's a five for me, and that's kind
You know
I'm
what? No,
not.
not a three. Not a three. He's a four.
It's a four. Okay, it's five for me. He's got the talent, but he's never put it together. He was a five-star recruit coming out, just never put it
He's got
together.
the body I'd take a chance on.
That's fair, but like
You know,
chance is a five for me.
That's
I would
fair.
take a chance. Yeah, I was gonna say I would take a chance on him too in the fifth round.
Yeah. We'll call him. Yeah, yeah, we'll call him right there. Then. Makai Wingo, on the other hand, I do.
I
I
like
I
Makai
like Wingo a
Wingo.
lot. He'd probably be ahead of Sweat for me as a three.
I like the talent of Sweat better, but the character.
Yeah. So, all right, there you go, Daniel. You're gonna be the
Yeah, I
tiebreaker
think
here.
that late in
That's
the
tough.
draft,
They're
I
close for
take
me.
character. I put Wingo over Sweat.
He had a great stat in the interview.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Our
Dwayne
boy
Carter.
Jack Westover's getting the stat in the interview.
That's
Him
right. You told me
and
that.
him and Troy Fatani.
Are they doing it? Are they
He
doing
already
a
had it. He already had a Troy Fatani interview.
That makes sense. Troy's doing a lot of interviews. I can't remember. I was listening to a podcast with another guy the other day that had another Troy interview, but makes sense. Um,
His agents having him working.
yeah. Dwayne Carter. It's like a four.
Yeah.
It's a good player.
Hip solid.
McKinley
I
Jackson. We're
like
talking
McKinley
pure
Jackson.
nose tackle. Here you
I
go,
like
McKinley
McKinley Jackson.
Jackson.
He's a 3 for me. Blow sweat.
It's like a 5 for me, honestly. He just doesn't. He's not dynamic. He's not dynamic at all.
He
He
doesn't
does his
have to
one
be.
thing and he does it really well,
Who
but he
cares?
does nothing else.
I mean, are you surprised?
I mean, I would take both of these guys over McKinley
I
too.
would too. But no, not Mason Smith and Dwayne Carter. I thought you were talking about Mekhi Window and Devondre Sweat. I would take those two above him. Yes.
I would take him
I'm
ahead of
cool with him being
Taylor.
a 4,
All right, we got Daniel, you're the tiebreaker
Yeah,
here.
and I
I think
said
he's a
3.
5 above Leonard Taylor.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's fair.
Then we'll call him a 4. We'll call him a 4
You can put
below
him. You
those
can put him
guys.
at a 5. It's fine.
All right, all right. And then Christian Boyd, who I also really like, but didn't include on the spreadsheet initially because I wasn't sure how you guys were feeling about him. But Christian Boyd, we'll talk Christian Boyd because I like him a
Freak,
lot too. He's a
freak,
3 for me. He's a 3.
high 4.
High 4. Okay.
It's the level of play, right?
That's fair. And that's
Well, you know
fair.
what I think of is Kalen Saunders when he came out. Small school freak.
Yeah.
Went in round 4, I think, round 4 or 5.
Okay.
I really like Kalen Saunders, and I was right.
Yeah, he's a really good player. Daniel, what are we thinking with Christian
I think
Boyd?
I'll take your word, Beau, on Christian Boyd.
There you go. He's back of 3, but
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
There we go.
Fuck you and I. Fuck Troy Dannon.
Let's see. Hide. Oop, did I do something wrong? Oh, wait. Dang it. Yeah, I did do something wrong. Here we go. Don't want to hide the columns. Just that one there. Edge. Actually, you know what? We're smart enough. We can figure that out. Edges. There's no blue chippers in this
No,
class.
I agree. I agree. Turner is a 1A for me.
Dallas, yeah, I was gonna say Turner's 1A. I think Latu's a 1A too. I don't think Versus. I think Versus is a 1B.
I agree with that.
I'm with you
Verse
guys.
Or
or
that-
Latu, I'd have below Turner, and I'd maybe even have him as a 1B because of the injury history.
Yeah.
But I'm fine with him 1A
All
as
right.
well. Just that.
Daniel, the tiebreaker. You're the tiebreaker on Latu then.
Yeah, I think he's a 1A below Turner.
Okay.
That's fair.
All right. And then Verse, are we all in agreement 1B?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a good player though. I have Chop as a
Mr.
1B.
West Chop. I like that. I think I do too. Right around there. Late 1B, early
He's raw,
2.
but that's some very fancy tuna right there.
Yeah.
I
Daniel,
like
your
Chop.
tiebreaker.
I think he's going 1B.
1B. Okay. Ahead of Verse or below Verse?
I think below.
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 Versus
Okay.
just polished.
Yeah, that's very true. Darius Robinson, a guy that it's almost guaranteed to be going round 1, but do we view him as
He's
that
a
level
2
player?
for me. I
There's a lot of discourse about Darius Robinson lately.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little
the
He's-
number the testing I don't love. You know what he thinks? He's a rich man's Mike Morris.
I like that actually. I like that. He's a 2 for me too, for the record. So, Daniel,
Yeah, he's a 2.
there's a lot of people saying he's going to be a Lion.
I'm hearing that too, man.
That would, yeah, pick that we think's bad and it works out. So there you
That's
go.
what I mean. I've been hearing a lot of discourse about this guy, and I've heard some good stuff about him. I just don't think he's a better edge rusher than the guys above him.
Right.
He's not an edge rusher though. I'd put him as more of a 3-4 in D end. That's the thing.
Yeah.
He's more of a rush end. But the thing is about him though, is he was one of the leaders on that really good Mizzou team.
Mm-hmm. Chris Braswell.
3. I don't
3.
love him.
Yeah, I'm not a big Braswell guy either. 3, yeah, he's like right around 3 for me.
It's really, other than the top of the edge class is great, but it gets thin.
Yeah, it gets thin quick. Daniel.
Yeah, he's a 3.
Marshawn Lee. And now we're getting back. I actually think I have a 2 on D-Link.
I do
Not
too. I
ahead
was
of
about to say I
Robinson,
like him a
but
lot. I like him a
D-Link.
lot.
Yeah. Not ahead of Robinson, but I
Western
really-
Michigan.
That's right.
You know who went
Broncos.
there? D. Eskridge.
I was gonna say Corey Davis, but yeah, him too.
The greatest Western Michigan receiver ever. D. Eskridge. You know what? He's gonna have a good year this year.
Keep saying that. I'm just playing. Daniel.
If he plays, that's the issue.
Yeah.
Where did you guys
Dang,
put
what
Wheelan?
we both gave him a
Or
two
Dose.
below Robinson.
I think he's a three above Braswell.
Okay. Okay. That works. So that lands up on average two below Robinson, but we'll
I
see how
like
that
it.
lines up later. Trice.
So like I heard the combine stuff was because he had the flu, but like it's not like he had a good pro day either.
Right. He's a three for me.
Yeah, I
Probably ahead of
agree.
Braswell, but
I'd put him
because of the
ahead of
tape.
Braswell.
I think the tape with Trice is better. But
I
Daniel,
think our edge coaching, like I kept being like, okay, they're playing mobile quarterbacks. Let's wait. Let's wait. It's like, what happened to the edges this year, man?
yeah, they
Especially
weren't as
compared to
good as 22.
22.
Yeah.
Like, was J. Ryan Martin that big of a that
Yeah.
important? You know,
Right.
it's like I just don't understand what
Oh, Jeremiah
happened.
Martin. There's another Jimmy Lake acquisition.
There you go. You know, he wasn't any good until after Jimmy left.
He
But
was hurt a lot when
same as
Jimmy left. Before
JP.
Jimmy left. Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, our season probably goes a lot easier if we had Jeremiah Martin last year. Like I don't like that was just weird to me. Like I kept like totally like using the copium there. It's like, no, let's wait until we play a non-mobile quarterback, then the pass rush will wake up. It's like but it never did.
Yeah.
But hey, our boy Eric Schmidt is the San Diego State head coach or DC.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, Daniel, what are we thinking on Trice?
I think he's above Braswell, but round three.
Yeah. We all pretty much have in the same area
They're
then.
totally different kinds of players, though.
Oh, very, very. Isaac.
There's
Hadisa
something
Isaac.
weird about the recent save and stuff, save and defenses. Is like just how small the edges they've had. It's like it's not like I know they're freaky athletic and they're getting the best of the best, but it's like Will Anderson was pretty small too. Dallas Turner's not big. It's like feel like he could be able to get some bigger edges. I mean, like your interior guys are great doing their role in that saving scheme, but it's like that was just always so weird to me. I just didn't get it because I know they were pretty picky about never having tweeners and stuff, but it's like I just didn't get it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Adisa. Chop's running mate. There's a couple different running mates in this class. Turner,
There are
Braswell, Chop, and Adisa.
ZTF.
Braylon CTF, yeah.
Well, and then you got Johnny Newton's running mate in the interior too.
Yeah, Keith Randolph. Yeah, that's true.
Yep, Keith
Good call
Randolph,
out.
scary face.
Scary face. Scary face.
Staten mocked him to the Seahawks. I don't see him being fit in the new defense though, unless you want to
Mm,
bulk him up and be like Brent Urban.
mhm. Adisa.
Oh, there's a great. Sorry for totally going totally off
Yeah, you're
topic, but
good. This is Sidetrack Talks podcast.
there was a great match quarters interview with Matty F. Brown where they just talked about Mike McDonald's defense, and it was great. It was really good. He's Cody Alexander's also a big Brent Urban truther, and it's like, why the hell didn't we go get him then? Why the hell is he getting like he played like 25% of snaps, but he was incredibly effective in his role at like a rush at a run stopping end. It's like he's like playing for $2 million. I guess he just loves Baltimore. You know, he's like the first person in history that likes Maryland.
There you go. Confirmed. Can confirm.
Yeah,
No one else
let's get
does.
Brent Urban on the podcast.
That would actually be a sick podcast, yes. Except I would just roast the Ravens the whole time. Actually, not to his face, I wouldn't.
He's got a long flight to go get you. He's got a head start to run.
That's true. That's true. I do. I don't know if there's any directs Baltimore to Phoenix anyway, so we're probably all right.
I bet there's totally direct. Those are two major metros.
Yeah,
People
but
want to get
Baltimore.
out
I
of
don't think. I
Baltimore
don't think
anyways.
Baltimore has a huge airport though.
But you know, oh you have DC, so
Oh, true. True. That's true.
everyone
Uh,
except him are trying to leave.
that's right. That's right. It's because the
This
culture Jim Harbaugh's built, or John Harbaugh's built, is toxic, according to Ravens fans online, who said they should have fired Harbaugh and promoted McDonald while they still had him.
honestly, I think the only time it's acceptable to fire a coach for a coordinator is for a really good OC. It's the only time. If Ryan Grubb as a Seahawks offense doing really well, I'd fire him to keep him. You know
So if the
why?
Seahawks offense is doing well, it means the Seahawks are doing well.
Because Dan Quinn, I mean, they should have fired Dan Quinn and elevated Kyle Shanahan. Falcons.
Yeah, they should have. That is true.
And that happened to Mike Marks, you know. Mike Marks got elevated, greatest show in turf. It's the
That is
right
true.
call.
Where are we feeling on Adisa Isaac?
I haven't studied him enough, to be honest.
He's a three.
Every time I watch Penn State, I'm just gravitated to Chop.
Yeah, he's like a three. I don't know. He's across from pretty
You
much right
know,
there with Braswell, probably a little
there's
below.
really not a great track record with Penn State D ends under Franklin that are really, really
Well,
raw
except for
but
Micah
good.
Parsons, but the
He's
problem is
not. He was an
he was a D
off-ball
end. He's an off-ball
linebacker.
linebacker
It's
in
like,
college. Yeah,
why the hell did they have him at that
yeah.
role?
Are we all
That's a
right with putting?
fireable offense for James Franklin, to be
Yeah, it's
honest.
good. Yeah. Are we all right with it? Isaac at three.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
works.
Well, funny thing is, if Parsons is used in the role that Dallas is using him in at Penn State, he's a top two pick probably.
Wait, say that again.
If
Oh
Parsons
yeah,
was
yeah,
used
yeah, yeah.
like as an edge rusher at Penn State, the way he was at Dallas, that's a top two pick in any draft. Brandon Dorless.
Quick question. Do y'all kind of want to speed through some of these guys?
Yeah, well, let's
That's
do
fine.
that. Let's do that. We'll keep it cooking.
He's a 3-4 end.
It's 3-4 and I got him as like a 4.
Yeah, it's fine.
Jonah Ellis and Austin Booker.
Jonah Ellis I'd actually put above Dorless. I've
Yeah,
come around on him. He's got some good
yeah,
agility
he's
numbers.
actually a 3 for me. A late 3, but a 3.
I like it.
I'd put him like there. Daniel, that all right with you?
That's good.
Austin Booker. He's like a 4.
That's fair.
Above Dorless.
You know, it's so hard to classify defensive line players that play on the line of scrimmage on defense inside the box these days.
Mhm. Mhm.
There's so many different roles that
Yep.
I either honestly I get honestly I just go with D line rather than edge versus interior D line because there's subsets between both of those two anyways at
Yep.
this point, you know?
Yep.
It's just tough.
Edgerrin Cooper. We're on to the linebackers. Linebackers will be fast. That's good news. Edgerrin Cooper.
You don't have Eddie on here? Come on, man. I'm just messing with you. He's a 2.
It's a 2. Yeah, 2's fine. I'm fine with 2.
I'm
Daniel,
gonna have
2.
Peyton Wilson above him. Cause fuck it. Fuck the injuries.
Peyton Wilson's a 1B for me, man. If
I
Michaels check out on Wilson, he's a good first
They're not
player.
going to, I'll tell you that right now.
I know they're not, but if they did,
I agree. I agree. He's a 1B. Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it. Fuck it. And
Daniel, you all right with that? You all right
and
with
you
these
know
2
what
so
that
far?
color is
I like Peyton Wilson.
behind his name?
It's the red flag.
It's a big old red flag for the injuries.
Junior Colson.
I have Colson above Edgerrin Cooper.
Yeah, those are 2. I've gone below, but not far below. So, Daniel,
I've got him below as well.
there you go.
He's gonna go above him though. Everyone knows where
He
he's
probably
going.
will. Yeah, he's going to the Chargers. Jeremiah Trotter Jr.
I got him as a 3. I'm not the
3.
biggest fan.
Yeah, 3. Daniel.
Yeah, 3.
They just what they ask of Clemson defenders is just they're not, you know, Mike McDonald has talked about this a lot. One thing he said a lot was fair asks and unfair
Mhm.
asks of players. And they do a lot of unfair asks of players at Clemson.
Mm-hmm. I got both Gray and Wallace as 4s.
That's fine.
It's all right. Good with that, Daniel.
Yep.
Sweet. We got through the linebackers in like a minute and a half. Nice. On to the corners. Terrion, Arnold.
He's a blue
1A.
chipper for me.
Oh, okay. Blue chip. All right. We got 1 blue chip. We got 1A. Where are we feeling, Daniel?
I think he's a 1A.
1A. All right. We'll go high 1A then. Q Mitchell is a blue chipper for me.
I have him as a 1A.
I like Q a lot. I hope the Lions trade up for this guy. I really do. I'd
Are we
love to
calling
get a
him
nice
blue
corner
chip,
like that.
Daniel?
Yeah, he's a blue chip guy.
There you go.
Would you
There
have
you
had
go.
Spoon as a blue chipper?
Yes, I liked Spoon a lot. I was a big Spoon guy. Cooper
Dude, we gotta
DeJean.
drop a compilation on the YouTube as a short of my past three
Yeah.
reactions.
Cross, Spoon, and
And
Smith and
JSN.
Jigba. Yeah, yep.
Jonathan Smith and Jigba. We were quite a ways into the yard house at that time.
Yeah. Cooper DeJean. What are we thinking, boys, on Cooper?
1B.
B.
I think he's a 1A, but below Terrion.
1A. 1A below Terrion. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go with
Positionless
that.
defense has ruined horizontal boards for defense.
It really has. It really has. Nate Wiggins.
He's a 1B for me.
Agreed. Agreed. He's yeah, 1B. All right, Daniel, 1B.
1B.
I have Kool-Aid
Kool-Aid.
above him.
I was gonna say, yeah, Kool-Aid's a 1B above Wiggins for me. I might even consider Kool-Aid in 1A. I feel like people have just fallen asleep on him a little bit.
I think it was character,
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Are we keeping
but
Well, is
1B
I'm
character
though?
drinking the
like that
Kool-Aid.
high in the draft though? That
I'm
doesn't matter as
drinking it.
much.
Are
I
we
hate Tijine as a 1A. I hate his hips. He can like corner well, in my
Well, his
opinion.
hips clearly don't lie, man.
still
Yeah,
alive,
yeah.
man?
There's something that they don't do as well, and it's flip well.
All right. Are we
Man, I am on fire today. I'm not gonna lie. I'm I'm coming out fiery.
wait, are we moving Kool-Aid into 1A? Are we adding a column to 1A? No. Okay.
I think he's a
There's
1B.
there's only two 1As for me, and it's Q and Terrion. I don't think Cooper deserves to be there.
I think
There you
Cooper's gonna be the GOAT.
You're just doing it for the meme. Stop it.
It's the AD Mitchell debate all over again. Only less
No,
extreme.
no, no, no. I'm saying 1B. I'm not even saying he's a fifth rounder. I think there are legitimate, but there are legitimate concerns
Dude, if
about
AD
Cooper
gets
DeJean,
drafted by the Chiefs and he becomes a
but
stud
it's
with
the
them, I'm
opposite
never gonna let
ones
you live it
of
down.
AD. Cooper's a great football player, but there's some testing stuff and just his overall frame that worries me. It's the same reason why what's his name? The Georgia corner last year should be a safety.
Mm-hmm.
Cooper DeJean would be great. A really good player
Healy Ringo. I can remember his
70
name.
years ago. You know,
Yeah.
there's another player I was thinking would be a really good player 70 years ago.
Stop, bro.
I forget who, but it's like one
God.
of those two-way players, you know. There's oh man, I think he was a Husky, but I was
Yeah.
thinking, man, this guy would be like linebacker
Shaq
center.
Thompson.
No, 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 no. It's like a current Husky, I think.
Okay.
You know who else
But
could have
I
dominated? You know who else could have dominated 70 years ago? Is Ennis Rakestraw Jr. as a high round two prospect for me.
Oh, I like that
nice
because I got him
segue.
the
I
same
like it.
way.
I like it.
I like that a lot. He would dominate any era though. Kamari Lassiter.
He's a
He's also
three.
2 for me. Okay. All right. 2, 3. Daniel.
I think he's a 2.
All right. We'll put him below Rick Straw then. Mike Sanders still getting some late buzz to potentially be a late first guy. What are we thinking there?
Yeah, you know what late buzz means? It's
Nothing.
lies.
Lies, yeah.
Yeah. Um, he's a slot corner, very limited player. So he's
Yeah.
gonna be a 2 for me. Great player.
Good. Yeah, good for a slot corner for sure. But you're right.
Just you don't really know where you're playing. It's not like he's Spoon, right?
Yeah. Daniel, how are we feeling about the Michigan man?
Michigan man, he's a 2 for me. I like Sanders
I like
still.
that. I
All right,
like him
team,
more
the
than
dog.
Lassiter though. I'm gonna
I agree with
are we
that.
chill with okay, sweet. Tampa, TJ Tampa, future Buccaneer.
I
He's
think he's
a
a lower, like a low mid
low
2.
2, early 3 for me.
Low 2, early 2. Okay. I'm kind of in the same boat there. Low
I'd put him at a
2.
3. It's just getting too crowded there.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
I don't
That's
think
true.
they're at the same level.
High 3. High 3. Max Melton. That's a guy
He's
I
a 2.
like.
He's a
I
2
also
for
like
me.
him as a
I
2, like a
really
late
like
2.
him.
Late 2 below these guys, but I like him a lot.
I'd put him below Rakestraw. I love
Hmm.
Max Melton. Why the
Wow.
and we fucked up getting rid of Bo Melton.
Oh, yep.
But honestly,
Daniel,
like I think Bo Melton might even be getting squeezed out of the young receiver core in Green Bay.
should bring him back. Daniel,
But
what
we
are
don't
we
have to
thinking
reform
about
it anymore. We
Melton?
got
Honestly, I
Laviska
think
Shenault.
Sanders still, Lassiter, Melton are all pretty interchangeable.
Hmm.
You can kind of go wherever there.
Then Let's see. Sanders still ahead of Mel.
I like that. I'm cool with that.
Okay. Chris Abrams drain. He's like a 4.
Yeah.
He don't know how he got in the top 100, honestly. Kyrie
Kyrie
Jackson.
Jackson, 4. Maybe 3. I'll give him a 3. He's
I think
lanky.
he's a 3. Below TJ though.
It's funny, it's like, who's the best receiver we went up against? Troy Franklin in practice. It's like, God, not JP who cooked you.
Yeah. Yeah. You all right with those two,
Yeah.
Daniel, Kyrie, and Chris in
Yeah,
those
yeah, that's good.
buckets? All right, let's go through these three quickly. Cam Hart, high 4 for
That's
me.
fine.
Yeah, ahead of Abrams Rain. That all right with y'all?
Yeah.
Daniel, cool.
I think,
Bernardo Green.
sorry, I'm just going to be totally going on a total one from earlier. But see, John Schneider is like almost always taking a fourth round receiver. I think McCaffrey's going to be a Seahawk in the fourth round.
See that. See that. That'd be a good fit. And he'd be going up against his brother twice a year too.
Mhm.
Bernardo Green. I like Bernardo Green a lot. He's a 3 for me ahead of Kyrie Jackson.
I like it. I like it.
I like that too. Let's do it.
That was a good defense he was on.
Yeah. And then Andrew Phillips, another guy who I consider a 3, but below Kyrie Jackson.
I'm cool with that.
It's fine.
Here we go. The last position group, the safeties. We'll try to go through these quickly. Hold on. Before I do that. Yeah, there we go. Newman. 2.
1B, honestly.
1B.
Okay. 1B. All right, we'll put him 1B. Javon Bullard. Another 2 for me.
He's a 3 for me. I don't like his film, and like that's a system you can really showcase your skills at running so many multiple and different coverages and having so many spokes and being the leader of the defense. I love how he did it.
All right, well, there you go. So we got 2 2s and a 3, so we'll keep them 2 for now, but with ability to knock them down
Those are
later.
3 players in a row I really like.
Jaden Hicks, Cole Bishop, Kalen Bullock.
Those are all 2s for me.
All 2s. All right. So Jaden Hicks, I've got a 2 on Hicks, so I can get behind that, Daniel.
I'm behind 2 on Hicks as well.
Okay, so we'll put him ahead of Bullard then. Cole Bishop, he's a 3 for me. He's a firm 3 for me. Oh, they did he or Jim
You know what?
Nagy said he
You
wasn't
know what?
making out round 2.
I'm cool. High 3. High 3.
High 3.
But Bullock is a 2 for me.
Interesting. Bullock's also a 3 for me, but ahead of Bishop.
Bullock's ahead of Bullard and Hicks for me. He's my top 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He's the combine speed didn't show it, but I think he's a sideline to sideline safety.
Daniel, you're gonna be a firm tiebreaker here then.
Yeah, I think I'm right in the middle of you guys on this guy. I think he's a
So
low
I
2, but below
think I'm
Bullard.
like here. All right, we'll call it right in the middle, right there. Actually, you know what? No, yeah, 2 is yeah, okay. So we'll go with that. Cam Kinchins.
He's a 4 for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's fallen a lot.
I don't like him.
Not
Never
impressed
liked
by
him.
Yeah. You all right with that, Daniel?
Yeah, that's good.
That's a
Adrian.
2.
He's
That's a 2.
Ooh, I thought I was spicy with a 3. That's spicy. I like it. I like it. He's a high 2. He's a high
I
3
like
for
him.
me.
I like him. There's like I like a lot of these safeties, except the Georgia ones. And Cam Kitchens.
So we'll put him at 2, but we'll use Daniel as the tiebreaker to determine where in 2 this goes.
I think he's good right there. Actually, I could
Right
even put
there.
him above Bullock, to be honest.
Ooh, Rob's boy's getting knocked down the board.
I like Kalen. Well, for what he is, I like him.
Yeah, no, it's
It's a
fair.
true
No,
free safety. But I guess that's like I don't know. Mike McDonald doesn't play m- cover 1 and he doesn't play cover 3. So I guess I don't know if he's really gonna I guess he's probably not on our radar. He's 2, 4, and 6.
Tyke Smith, kind of more of a slot guy than
Yeah.
just a nickel back here. He's good for what he is. I would like a late 3, early 4. I'd
Yeah,
probably put
I'd
him
put
ahead
him
of
below
Kinchins.
Cole Bishop. Below Cole
Below.
Bishop. Yeah.
Okay. Daniel, you good with
Dude's a
that?
4.
4. Okay. Let's go. Oop, shit. Let's go there then. Sione Vaki.
He's a 4 at safety, but he should play running like legitimately. He should play running back.
He's like a 5 for me at
Yeah, I
safety.
think that's fair too. I think he'd be a round 4 running back, maybe even 3. He was electric for Utah. He
Mm,
moves really well. Okay, these two guys, I love Malik Mustafa. I
mhm.
like Keaton Oladapo.
Okay.
Malik Mustafa is my highest two.
He's your, oh wow, above Hicks.
I
Wow.
love Malik
He's a
Mustafa.
3 for me, but okay. All right. All right. Daniel, you're gonna be a big tiebreaker then.
Dude, just to have some fun to close this thing out, I'm gonna go with Rob's choice.
All
He's
right, there
going
we
to be
go.
a real good player.
Rob,
Really
And
you
good
have such
player.
a high
then
one.
lastly,
He's
Keaton's
probably a
like a 4 for me.
4, but I think he'll be a good strong safety. He's
Oh,
gonna be.
I got Kinchin's above him.
I wouldn't.
Okay. Daniel, you're gonna be a tiebreaker then. Kinchin's
Yeah,
your
What
Oladapo.
Keaton
put him
Oladapo
above
should
Kinchin.
be in the NFL is kind of that big nickel safety hybrid, like kind of like a Levi Bell for the Cowboys this year.
Hmm.
I think he could fit that role.
There you go. Did you say above Kinchin's or below Kinchin's?
I said
Above. I'm
above.
above.
You said
Yeah.
above? Okay. Okay, cool. I just awesome.
I really don't like Cam Kitchens. There we go. We
There you
did it. We
go.
made a horizontal board.
You made a full horizontal. That's like I hit delete. Unhide. That's what I meant to say. That would be depressing.
Hey, we got the video proof though. So
We got that is true. We got the video proof. Well, there you go. That's it. So that was a long one. We're cresting. Yep, 2 hours. Just hit 2 hours. But that was a fun one, boys. Had
it
a lot of
was.
fun
It
with
was.
it.
This is a good low prep for us.
Yeah, there you go. We got a couple PFAs down there at the bottom.
Fuck you.
We got a million round 2 wide receivers.
They're
So
gonna get
fun.
pushed down, man. Or JP and Bulk. Or
Yeah,
J-Mac.
yeah. So fun little exercise here, boys. But
Just look
um,
at that round 2 of receivers, man.
yeah, I need to. I'm gonna put like the formatting on it, make it look a little prettier, and like send it over in like the
It looks
group
nice.
chat. Yeah,
I just like how it looks.
yeah.
Looks like
Nice
a, you know what it looks like? It
football
makes me think
rainbow.
of a really big play sheet, like
It
menu style
does.
play sheet. Yeah.
I could kind of see that. Well, there you go, boys. Like I said, we're at 2 hours, so we'll hit the hay here in a second. But
I'm pretty tired, I'm not gonna
as
lie.
always, closing thoughts, Daniel.
Oilers Kings, first round playoff series confirmed.
There you
Ooh.
go. There you go. Kill him. Kill him in the Gretzky Bowl.
Yeah, I will be sure to update y'all every game.
There you go.
I'll
Roberts,
watch. I'll
closing
support you.
thoughts.
If one of us isn't last chance you, all of us aren't last chance you. One of us click like, all of us click like. One of us subscribe, all of us subscribe. We're one one week away, folks. We're
That's right.
so close. 7 sleeps. 6
Seven
sleeps.
sleeps. 6 sleeps. Yeah, it's 6 sleeps. There you go.
We got a
Thanks for
fun week
watching,
coming
boys.
up next week.
That's right. We're gonna have a couple. We'll have a couple pods to make up for a light few weeks, but it'll be really fun. But thanks for watching.